indigenous. But today, of course, we don't do those type of things. So I'm going to see if you would like to just fly a few to come to me to show you how beautiful it is when she flies. And what we're going to do is take flying with us. Because we don't want her to get lost here in Europe. All of the birds are protected by law. And you must have permits to possess and work with them. And then there are rules and regulations. One of the rules and regulations is that there are rules and regulations. So what they ask, just so we have the privilege of working with these beautiful birds. I'm going to see if she would like to fly today. She's very interested in watching it. There is one little box. We're going to let her have a reward here. Every time they do something that we ask them, we give them a figure. The only thing these birds can eat is raw natural food. They are meat eaters. They are predators. They cannot eat bird seed. I don't think Star is really very hungry today. So we're going to leave it at that. She gave us a couple nice hops. Would everybody like to give Star a round of applause? Now we do have a couple more birds to show you here really quick. We're going to put Star away. And I'm sure there are many of you that like owls. Can I hear a cheer for owls? Yay! Not only just this is Alexander, and he is one of the kings of owls because he is an eagle owl. And eagle owls are known to be the largest and strongest of all the owls. Now he would normally live over in Europe and Asia, but he happens to be living with me. And we know a lot of neat things about owls. They can turn their head all the way around. They can hear much better than you and I can. And they use their His wife is a big roomy aviary and coming out to visit people like you. So he has quite an interesting life. I'm going to ask him to show you his wings here one more time. And then after my show, you may come up and see us up here in the mezzanine. We have 2 other owls also. I would like to show you here real quick. And that is
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are 1 quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions. Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
We are live here at PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And on this Wednesday morning, the opener of a day-night doubleheader as the Long Island Ducks and York Revolution play the 3rd game of their 4-game series. Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I hope your Wednesday is off to a terrific start. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Whether you're joining us via Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or liducks.com, we appreciate you joining in as always. Another long Wednesday of baseball. If you remember last Wednesday in Bridgewater, New Jersey, the home of the Somerset Patriots, these two teams hooked up in a single admission doubleheader that began at 11 o'clock in the morning. After Tuesday's game was postponed due to inclement weather, and the two teams were scheduled to play 14, they decided, let's triple it. Let's play 21. So they played 21 innings. The day game going 11 innings, and then the second game of the doubleheader, that was not a day-night doubleheader, but rather a single admission doubleheader. So game 2 ended up going 10 innings. So you went 11 and then 10, and ultimately it was the Patriots who won both of them. For the Ducks, this will be their 3rd doubleheader of the season already. Games 13 and 14 of the season today for Long Island, and already their 3rd doubleheader, so they certainly have had their work cut out for them in the early going. But the good news for the Ducks is that they have gotten off to a terrific start in this series. The offense, which was quiet for the most part this weekend, scoring 7 runs in 3 games against the New Britain Bees at Bethpage Ballpark. Boy, has it erupted here in the 2 games against the Revolution. 8 runs in each. An 8-7 win on Monday evening here, and then an 8-2 victory last night. So the Ducks have assured themselves of at least a split of this 4-game set. And with a win in either game today, they will earn their first series victory of the 2017 season. Meanwhile, the Revolution, who came into this series red hot, they had won 4 in a row, including a 3-game sweep over the Somerset Patriots this past weekend here at PeoplesBank Park. They have hit a little bit of a wall. They have scored 2 runs in yesterday's game 7 here on Monday night, and a wild back and forth game on Monday. Yesterday was a much cleaner victory for Long Island, but the Revs have now dropped 2 in a row, and they will like to get back in the win column today. They'll be sending a relief pitcher out in game 1, as will Long Island. Dennis O'Grady for the Ducks and Curtis Parch, a pair of right-handers for York. Game 2, the Ducks will be going with Tyler Levine, a right-hander, and Steve Janis, a righty and starter for the Revolution, will go for York. So probably we'll see a lot of both bullpens here today in the opener of this doubleheader, and really in both games. but we'll have more on the pitching matchups in a little bit. First, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap yesterday's game and take a listen to some of the highlights of the Ducks' 8-2 win over the Revolution.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution getting set to begin. 11 o'clock, the first pitch is scheduled for here in York. Let's recap yesterday's game. A thrilling victory once again for Long Island as they defeated the York Revolution 8-2. Things started off well against lefty Frank Gailey, who had come into the game allowing just one run in his first 11 innings of work over 2 starts to begin the year. But Lantini and Cleary Jr. with back-to-back singles to open the game, they would pull off a double steal, and with 1 out, Mark Krause with a sacrifice fly to right brought home Lantini for the game's first run. Cody Puckett would keep the inning alive with a 2-out walk, and that brought up Angelo Sanko. Sanko, a line drive into right field, there's a base hit. Cleary Jr. will score. Stopping at second is Cody Puckett on the 2-out RBI single from Angelo Sanko, and it's a 2-run first inning for the Ducks. They lead it 2-0. So a good start for Long Island as they take the 2-0 advantage. They would double it in the second with 2 outs. Phelan Lantini reached when his ground ball to the right side was flipped to Frank Gailey covering first, but he missed the bag with his foot, so that kept the inning alive. Delta Cleary Jr. followed with a single to right, and that brought up Nolan Reimold. First pitch, and Reimold swings, lifts this one in a shallow center. Long run in for Brandon Thomas, still coming on. He won't get it. It lands for a base hit. Lantini around third, he will score. Going for third, Cleary Jr., he's in there safely. Good base running for Delta Cleary Jr. It's an RBI single with 2 out for Nolan Reimold, and the lead is 3 for Long Island. So 3-run lead at that point, and Krause would make it 4. Krause swings. This is a shallow fly ball in the air to center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Scoring from third is Delta Cleary Jr. Back-to-back 2-out RBI bloop singles to center, and the Ducks have doubled their lead. It's 4-0. So 4-0 Long Island after 2 innings. Rafael Perez, who started for Long Island, was trying to get his first win of the year and first strong start of this season. He had one little hiccup, and that was in the second inning. Walked the leadoff man Luis Allen, gave up a base hit to Brian Pounds. The runners moved up on a wild pitch, and a sac fly from Ryan Dent made it a 4-1 game. Brandon Thomas would line out to third for the second out, but with 2 outs, Derek Robinson picked up an RBI single to left. That brought in Pounds and made it a 4-2 game. Perez, though, would get out of trouble there and really did not face much trouble the rest of the way. The Ducks would easily get that 2-run lead back, though, as in the third inning, Angelo Sanko led off the frame. Gailey ready to go as Sanko awaits the payoff pitch at home plate. Here it comes, and he will swing and hit a high drive in the air to right center. That's hit well. Back goes Brandon Thomas to the warning track at the wall, and you can forget it. A solo home run onto the lawn seating area in right center for Angelo Sanko. His second home run of the season, second RBI of the night, and it's 5-2 Ducks here in the third inning. So Angelo Sanko with his second home run in 4 games, and that made it a 5-2 game in the fourth inning. Phelan Lantini doubled to lead off the frame. He stole third, and after Cleary Jr. popped out to center and Nolan Reimold struck out looking, Mark Krause would drive in his third run of the night. Payoff to Mark Krause. Swinging a line drive right field, there's a base hit. Mark Krause has driven in his third run of the night as Phelan Lantini trots home for his third run scored of the ballgame. And the Ducks have restored their 4-run lead. It is 6-2 Long Island in the fourth. So 6-2 Ducks at that point. They would round out their scoring in the sixth inning when, with one out against Jared Morton, who had come on to relieve Frank Gailey, Lantini singled. Delta Cleary Jr. reached on an error. Cleary Jr. then stole second base, and then a wild pitch thrown by Martin allowed Lantini to score, Cleary Jr. to move to third. So at that point it was 7-2. Reimold and Krause drew back-to-back walks to load the bases for Cody Puckett. He grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice, but on the play, Cleary Jr. scored, RBI for Puckett, and that made it 8-2. Meanwhile, Rafael Perez, after that shaky second inning, allowed just 3 hits and a walk over his next 5 innings, all scoreless. He struck out 4 batters in 7 innings of work through 108 pitches for Long Island, exactly what Kevin Baez and the Ducks needed. And so the Ducks pick up the win after Zach Treese fired back-to-back scoreless innings in relief in the 8th and 9th, did not allow a single batter to reach base, and the Ducks win at 8-2 over the Revolution. Rafael Perez, the winner, improved to 1-0 on the season. Frank Gailey, the loser, dropped to 2-1, and no save. The game took 3 hours exactly in front of 2,326 here at PeoplesBank Park. So the Ducks have won 2 in a row. They're back to 500 at 6-6. The Revolution at 5-6 are now a half game behind their in-state rivals, the Lancaster Barnstormers, as well as the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, for first place in the Freedom Division. And today we've got a full day of baseball planned, a day-night doubleheader, 2 9-inning games between the Ducks and the Revolution. Take another break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the pitching matchups for Game 1 of this doubleheader, then the starting lineups and the first pitch of this morning's ball game.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Billy Horn, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Back here in York as we get ready to start the opener of this day-night doubleheader. And in Game 1, it'll be a couple of relief pitchers who will be getting the start for Long Island. Floral Park native Dennis O'Grady will take the mound. And O'Grady has been very strong out of the bullpen thus far for Long Island, 3 games. And he has pitched 7 scoreless innings, allowing just 3 hits and a walk while striking out 6. Most recently pitched 2 shutout innings on Saturday at home against the New Britain Bees. Did not allow a single base runner and struck out 3 in a 3-2 loss for Long Island. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Revolution, right-hander Curtis Parch will get the start. Parch has made a couple of relief appearances, 3 of them to be specific thus far this year. He has 1 loss, an ERA of 9. He's allowed 1 earned run in each of his 3 outings, all of them going 1 inning in length. Most recently, he pitched on Saturday night here against Somerset in a 4-2 win, picked up a save, his first with York, and allowed a run on 2 hits in 1 inning. Parch also spent time in the major leagues a year ago. He pitched 2 games for the Pittsburgh Pirates last season and did not fare well. He allowed 3 runs in 2/3 of an inning. Spent most of his season, though, at AAA Indianapolis, where he was teammates with Jim Fuller, and in 42 games had 4 saves, a 2-2 record, and a 2.24 ERA. Again, looking ahead, Game 2, which will begin at 6:30 tonight, it'll be right-hander Tyler Levine, another Long Island native. He is of East Meadow, He will make the start, and right-hander Steve Janis, one of the starters for the Revolution, will make his 3rd start of the season. Take one more break here on the pregame show. When we come back, the starting lineups, and then the first pitch of Game 1 of today's day-night twin bill between the Ducks and the Revolution.
Hey fans, This is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
It's Baseball in Education Day today here in York, Pennsylvania, as the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution will do battle in two games, two 9-inning games scheduled for today. Game 1 beginning shortly, and Game 2 will get started at 6:30 p.m. later tonight. Right now, just waiting upon the starter for the Revolution, Curtis Parch, to make his way back to the dugout. Lots of kids out on the field right now in front of that York Revolution dugout, waiting for the players to head out onto the field, and then we will have our national anthem. But a little bit of a chilly day today here in York. Temperature has dropped. There was no rain that came through yesterday. We did have a 51-minute delay due to rain on Monday night, and since then the temperature has cooled off a bit. For the third straight day, the wind is blowing hard out to the outfield. It's helped the Ducks so far. 3 home runs in this series for Long Island over the first 2 games. York has hit 1. That was Isaiah Tejeda 2 nights ago. But the wind today blowing out towards right center. Yesterday it was going out towards center, and the day before that it was out to left. So the hitters have enjoyed this wind that's blowing out to the outfield throughout the course of the series. And today we have a lot of animals out and around in the ballpark. You can look out to the right center field lawn seating area, and I see a couple. Cannot tell exactly what they are, but it looks like a cow or a goat or something like that out on the lawn seating area. Very custom here in Pennsylvania to see those in some of the ballparks at times. We also have a bunch of reptiles out in an exhibit on the concourse. We have a bug exhibit, so if you like creepy crawlers, go check those out. But between the kids and the animals, a lot going on here today at PeoplesBank Park as the Ducks and the Revolution have a long day of baseball ahead. Once again, a recap: the Long Island Ducks 6-6 right now on the season. They are a game above 500 on the road at 5-4, 2 games above 500 against the Freedom Division at 4-2, and they remain 2 games in back of the Somerset Patriots for first place in the Liberty Division, 1 game behind Bridgeport for second place. On the other side, the York Revolution have dropped to a game under 500 for the year. They are now 5-6, 3-2 here at home, 4-4 against the Liberty Division. And because of their loss and the wins last night by Lancaster and Southern Maryland, York now a half game back in the Freedom Division. But still so early to be looking at the standings. Just games 13 and 14 of the season here today as the Revolution take the field out of 70 in the first half, so still a long, long way to go before we get down to the nitty-gritty in this race of the first half in the Liberty Division and the Freedom Division. So the Revolution have taken the field here on this Wednesday morning, and momentarily we will have our national anthem performed on the field. An elementary school here in York will be performing it today, so we will turn things over now to them as the kids all race out onto the field to join their favorite Revolution players.
Fans, please rise and move on cover. We welcome Berkshire Academy Music Ensembles for LIU 12 for singing our national anthem.
12 Yorkshire music ensembles with today's national anthem here at PeoplesBank Park. All the school kids who are joining the Revolution out on the field are going to make their way off to the first base side. Hundreds of them out there today enjoying today's festivities. Again, it is Baseball and Education Day here in York, the first of many throughout the course of the season for the York Revolution. Well, it is time to take a look at our starting lineups for today's game, and for the Long Island Ducks, the same starting nine that they have had over the first two games of this series. For the Ducks, Phelan Lentini will lead things off. He is in right field. The number 2 hitter is the center fielder, and that is Delta Cleary Jr. Hitting third and in the designated hitter role today is Nolan Reimold. Mark Krause is in the cleanup spot and is at first base. Batting fifth and playing third base, Cody Puckett. The 6th hitter is the left fielder, and that is Angelo Sanko. Batting seventh and doing the catching for Long Island, Alex Berg. Hitting 8th and playing shortstop is Dan Lyons. And rounding out the order for the Ducks is second baseman Elmer Reyes. They will all face Curtis Parch, a right-hander, for the York Revolution. On the other side for Mark Mason's Revolution, it will be Alonzo Harris at second base leading things off. Derek Robinson moves up to the number 2 spot. He is the left fielder. Joel Guzman at first base bats third after having the night off last night. Michael Burgess, the designated hitter, will hit in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth and doing the catching here in game 1 is Isaiah Tejeda. Brian Pounds will play third base and hit 6th. Jared Mitchell back in the lineup in right field. He will hit 7th. Ryan Dent, the shortstop, bats 8th. And rounding out the order for the York Revolution is the center fielder Brandon Thomas. And they will all face Long Island right-hander Dennis O'Grady, who will make his first start in a Ducks uniform in what will be his 4th appearance of the season. So Curtis Parch taking his warm-up tosses as the kids continue to leave the field on the first base side. Ducks are once again clad in their orange jerseys, while the Revolution sport the home white uniforms. And we appreciate everybody joining us for today's action. Game 1 of this day-night doubleheader about to begin. Game 2 again coming up at 6:30 p.m. 2 9-inning games. This is an originally scheduled doubleheader at the beginning of the season. The good news for both teams is that after this long day of baseball, especially games where we'll probably see a lot of bullpens on both sides, the two teams will be able to enjoy a nice day off tomorrow. The Ducks will be heading back home following the doubleheader today. They'll have the day off tomorrow, and then they'll open up a 6-game homestand on Friday. The first of 3 against the Blue Crabs, and then these two teams will hook up again next week at Bethpage Ballpark in the first of 3 meetings between the two sides at Long Island's home. In fact, over the first 18 days here in the month of May, these two teams are going to play each other all 10 times that they're facing in the first half of the season. They'll play each other the 4 games here, the 3 games Monday through Wednesday next week, and then they'll hook up again Tuesday through Thursday, May 16th to 18th on Long Island. And just like that, their first half meetings will be over, and they won't face again until the last day of July. So just the last little bit of kids making their way off on the first base side of the field. Again, hundreds of them were standing out and forming fan tunnels as the Revolution took the field in front of the dugout, and then stood out with their favorite Revolution players for the national anthem. So they will make their way off, and then we will have baseball here today as Curtis Parch is done with his warm-up tosses, and Phelan Lentini will step up to home plate. Here we go. First pitch on the way from Curtis Parch. Lentini smacks one right at the third baseman Brian Pounds, and just like that, 1 out here in the first. Boy, Lentini was ready to hack right away and hit a bullet line drive, but Pounds to his right able to make the play for the first out. So again, a mix of sun and clouds up above us here today. We can see some blue skies off to the left field side, but over center and right, some high, thin clouds, the sun trying to peek through. And now Delta Cleary Jr. to the plate. Switch hitter from the left side. He takes a fastball low. And the count 1-0. We began at about 11:09 in the morning here in York. Parch from the wine. And his 1-0 is way upstairs. Another fastball. Scoreboard clocked out at 91 miles an hour. And so it is 2 balls and no strikes on Delta Cleary Jr. Thus far, the center fielder in his 3rd season with the Ducks, 13 of 48, a home run and 5 runs batted in. 2-0. Check swing on a ball diving down and in. They say he did not go. That was third base umpire Tim McCaffrey making the call. So Delta Cleary Jr. ahead in the count at 3 balls and no strikes against Curtis Parch, who is making his first start of the season, 4th appearance. He has made 3 relief appearances thus far and is 0-1 with an ERA of 9. 3-0 on the way. Cleary Jr. takes all the way, and that hits the outside corner for strike 1. Good fastball that time from the right-hander. Parch is ready, winds and fires. The 3-1 swung on and lifted in the air, foul. Third base side out of play. Let's go back into the crowd, and that has run the count full. Wind blowing stiffly out towards right center field here today. Obviously, with the day game, no need for the lights. But a strong breeze and a chilly morning. That's upstairs, ball 4. Delta Cleary Jr. works a 1-out walk against Parch here in the first. That's our first Ducks walk of the day. It's brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk on in. So the speedy Delta Cleary Jr. is on. The Ducks currently leading the Atlantic League in stolen bases this year. They have 21 stolen bases in 22 attempts. And Cleary Jr. third most in the league with 8 steals. So he'll take his lead at first, being held on by Joel Guzman. First pitch to Reimold, and he gets drilled right in the back. Right in the lower back. Reimold was not happy about it. I don't see why there would be any sort of intention there, but Curtis Parch hits Reimold, third time that Reimold has been hit this year. And he'll make his way down to first as Cleary Jr. advances on to second. First batter that Curtis Parch has hit this season. And it just looked like a fastball that might have gotten away from him. Obviously, all the talk in Major League Baseball surrounds Reimold's former team, the Baltimore Orioles, with the heated exchanges that the Orioles have had with the Red Sox in the beginning part of this season. Manny Machado having a couple pitches thrown at him. First pitch here to Mark Krause with 2 on and 1 out in the first. He takes a fastball high and outside for ball 1. Krause has continued his hot start of the year. 12 hits in his first 40 at-bats, a home run, and now a team-leading 9 runs batted in. He drove in 3 runs in yesterday's 8-2 win. Cleary Jr. leads at second. Reimold at first. And the 1-0, that is taken high and outside for ball 2. And Curtis Parch has lost the strike zone a little bit here in the opening inning. So 2 on with 1 out on a walk and a hit batter. Cleary Jr. takes his lead off of second, Reimold off of first. Here's the pitch. That is up and away. And Mark Krause now ahead in the count at 3 balls and no strikes. And a chance here for the Ducks to load up the bases for third baseman Cody Puckett. So here comes the 3-0 offering from Curtis Parch. Krause takes all the way, and the fastball is in at the knees for strike 1. Parch just caught the bottom of the strike zone with that pitch. So 3-1, a good hitter's count here for Mark Krause. I'm sure he'll be ready to hack if he sees something he likes from the right-hander. Here comes the 3-1 delivery. Pitch on the way. Krause swings and lines one into center field. There's a base hit. Cleary Jr. heading to third. Kevin Byers waving him around. The ball bobbled by Thomas in center. Cleary Jr. scores easily. Nolan Reimold advances to third. The 10th RBI of the season for Mark Krause, and the Ducks lead it 1-0 here in the first. The Ducks offense, which has scored 8 runs in each of the first 2 games of this series, is at it again here in York. First inning, Krause picks up his 10th RBI of the season, 9th run of the year for Cleary Jr. And now runners at the corners with 1 away for Cody Puckett. So Puckett will step up from the right side. Parch comes set. And his first pitch, taken on the inside corner, a good slider for strike 1. Puckett with 11 hits in his first 37 at-bats, a home run, and 5 runs batted in on the season. Here is the 0-1. That breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Puckett has reached base safely in each of the 11 games that he has played this year. Kick in the delivery. Puckett a swing and a miss. He chased the slider down and away this time. So now the count goes to 1-2 on the Ducks' third baseman. They did rule an error, by the way, on that last play. Here, Puckett lays off a pitch, but it's called for a strike. A breaking ball in the outside corner for strike 3. He thought it was too far outside. There's the first strikeout of the day for Curtis Parch. And that is the second out. So they did rule an RBI single for Mark Krause, and they said Reimold went to second on the base hit and to third on an E8, so that'll be Brandon Thomas's first error of the year. He did juggle the ball, and I think Reimold would have stayed put had the error not happened. First pitch is in for a strike, and the count 0-1 on Angelo Sanko, who hit his second home run of the season last night. He's now up to 7 for 32 on the year. He's driven in 4 runs. Reimold leads at third, Krause at first. The 0-1 swung on and fouled over the screen and back behind the plate. That'll go out of play for strike 2. 0-2 now on the Ducks left fielder. Ducks with a run already in here in the first on Mark Krause's RBI single. Curtis Parch comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way to Sanko. And he takes a fastball way upstairs. Parch throws hard, 92 on that pitch, but way up and out of the strike zone. So 1-2 on Sanko, the 6th batter of the inning to come to the plate for Long Island. Parch ready to go. Runner from first goes, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ball down in the dirt, and Sanko chased. So back-to-back strikeouts for Parch get him out of further trouble. But in the inning, the Ducks get a run on 1 hit, a walk, and a hit batsman. 1 error, in the inning. And the Ducks leave 2 on the base pass. To the bottom of the first we go. Ducks 1, and the Revolution coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Good start for the Ducks on the RBI single by Mark Krause in the top of the first inning. So Dennis O'Grady, the Floral Park native, will take the mound for his first action as a starter for Long Island. Getting the spot start today for game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. And he will face Alonzo Harris, Derek Robinson, and Joel Guzman here in the first inning. Fans, a reminder that every walk by a Ducks batter this season is presented by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island offering the comprehensive quality care that you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk in. So Dennis O'Grady is done with his warm-up tosses, which means we are just about ready to go here in the home half of the first inning. And Alonzo Harris will step up to the plate to begin things for the Revolution. So Harris will step up to home plate. He has gotten out to a 14 for 40 start to the season with the Revolution, his first year here in York. And O'Grady will take the mound for Long Island. He looks like he will work out of the stretch. And his first pitch on the way is fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Harris late on the fastball from O'Grady, 0-1. O'Grady stands in at 5'10", 205 pounds. He is 27 years old, born in Floral Park and still resides there in Nassau County, right on the Nassau-Queens border. 0-1. And another fastball, 90 miles an hour from O'Grady, missed inside. And so that'll even up the count at 1-1 strike. No home runs, 6 RBIs for Harris. He has scored 7 runs. The speedster at the top of the lineup for the Revolution. O'Grady comes set. Puckett playing in on the grass at third. And a 1-1 pitch is popped up in the air to shallow right. Elmer Reyes goes out. Phelan Lentini comes in. Who's going to catch it? It's Lentini, who makes the grab as Reyes gave way last second. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Over the right move there for Reyes to let Lentini grab that baseball. He seemed to have the better angle on it. So 1 away. And now Derek Robinson will come to the plate for the Revolution. The left fielder batting in the number 2 spot. Mentioned this before, there are a couple animals that are out on that lawn seating area in right center. It looks from this vantage point, again, I can't tell for sure, like it is a cow or a horse of some sort. And maybe a llama that's out there. Heaven forbid a player hits a home run out there and hits one of them. That would not be a friendly sight. First pitch here is a fastball that paints the inside corner at the knees for strike 1 to Derek Robinson, who is 5 for 14 to begin his Revolution career. No home runs and a run batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side. And O'Grady's 0-1. This is down and away. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. O'Grady did not pitch last season, missed the year due to injury, but 2 seasons ago made 14 starts out of 34 appearances in the Padres organization. Here a line drive to right field, there's a base hit. So a clean single to right in between first and second for Robinson with 1 away. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Joel Guzman.
Now batting for your Revolution, your first baseman, number 28, Joel Guzman.
So here is Guzman at bat from the right side. Had the night off last night, despite the fact that the Ducks sent a left-hander to the mound in Rafael Perez. So here is Guzman to bat with 1 on and 1 away. O'Grady comes set at the belt, and the first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Guzman has 9 hits in his first 32 at-bats of the season, 1 home run and 6 runs batted in. A returner to the Revs from a year ago when he was selected to the All-Star game. 0-1, another fastball and another strike. O'Grady throwing pretty hard and works quickly on the mound. Again, has spent time both as a reliever and as a starter in his career, mostly as a relief pitcher. 25 starts in his career. 0-2, swinging a little tapper foul back behind the plate. Just getting enough of it was Guzman to stay alive, so we'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes, with lefty swinging Michael Burgess waiting on deck. Taking his lead at first is Robinson. Throw over, and just back safely at first base ahead of the tag from Mark Krause was Derek Robinson. He's 2 for 4 in the stolen base department this year. Yesterday was hitting at the bottom of the order for the Revolution. Today, manager Mark Mason moves him up to the number 2 spot in the lineup as Jose Constanza gets game 1 of the doubleheader off. Now the 0-2 from O'Grady. Guzman a swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the slider down and away. So O'Grady's got his first strikeout of the day. Two down for the Revolution in their half of the first inning. And now it's Michael Burgess. The defensive lineup today for the Ducks: Angelo Sacco in left field. The center fielder is Delta Cleary Jr. and Phelan Lentini around in right. On the infield from left to right, Cody Puckett at third, Dan Lyons at short. Elmer Reyes is the second baseman. Mark Krause over at first. Doing the catching behind home plate, Alex Berg, and on the mound is Dennis O'Grady. Infield shifts to the right side, quick throw over, and just back safely there is Robinson. O'Grady's got a good pickoff move. He picked off a runner already this season. That was in Somerset earlier this year. So he's got a very quick move over to first base. And the runners will have to be careful. Puckett way off the bag at third. Lyons shaded up the middle at short. First pitch here. Burgess takes, and the breaking ball misses down and away. 1-0 from O'Grady. Michael Burgess 8 for his first 37. He's got a home run and 3 runs batted in on the season. 5 runs scored. Each team with a hit here in the early going. The Ducks with the early 1-0 advantage. 1-0. Burgess a swing and a broken back ground ball towards the middle. Elmer Reyes dives and can't get it. It's into center field, a base hit. Robinson going to try for third, and Cleary Jr. will toss it into second base. So the shift works against the Ducks here. In the bottom of the first, Michael Burgess hitting one towards the middle, but not right into center field. It was more towards the first base side of the second base bag, and Elmer Reyes, had he been in the spot he would normally be playing, probably has it for the final out, but he was shaded over towards the hole on the right side of the infield. Could not get it, and Robinson went to slide into second thinking there might be a force play, and the ball went under the glove of Reyes, trickled into center, and that allowed Robinson to advance to third. So now runners at the corners with 2 outs, and the catcher Isaiah Tejeda will come to the plate. O'Grady set at the belt, and his first pitch, Tejeda takes down low. Blocked by Berg, runner going for second. Here's the throw down, not in time, as Elmer Reyes stepped out in front to make sure that the runner at third, Robinson, did not come home. I don't think they would have had him out at second. Alex Berg did not think the runner would be going since the ball was pretty much right there at home plate, but a good heads-up base running by Burgess, who isn't all that fast, and he makes his way down to second base on what I think will be called a wild pitch. We'll wait and see. So now 2 in scoring position for the Revolution. O'Grady looks in for the sign from Alex Berg. Now comes set. Kicking the pitch on the way. And that breaking ball gets away from Berg. Breaking for the plate, Robinson. Berg throws to the plate. O'Grady with the tag. Not in time. They say Robinson stepped on the plate before the tag. Back-to-back wild pitches by Dennis O'Grady, and the Revolution have tied the game up at 1. So O'Grady and Berg have a little bit of a discussion after those last 2 pitches. One of them down in the dirt that was blocked at the plate, but allowed the runner at first to move up, and another one here down in the dirt that kicks away from Berg and allows the run to score. So 2-0 the count on Tejeda, good hitter's count. O'Grady kicks and fires, and Tejeda takes a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Big strike there for O'Grady. I call both of those wild pitches, so a run is in on the 2-out single, followed by a couple of wild pitches from O'Grady. Trying to avoid further trouble is the right-hander, as Tejeda takes another fastball over the outside corner for strike 2. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, each side with a run in the first inning. And Michael Burgess, the runner at third base. O'Grady comes set on the rubber. Kicks and fires to the plate. Tejeda, a swing and a line drive down the left field line, heading into the corner. This is going to be a foul ball. Wouldn't have been enough for a home run, but it would have at least been off of the arch nemesis had it stayed fair. But hooked into the area between the seating bowl and the wall. So a foul ball, and again we'll do it at 2-2. O'Grady comes set once again. Burgess leads off third. The pitch down in the dirt. Good block this time by Berg to prevent the runner from coming home. Now the count full at 3-2 on Isaiah Tejeda. Seen a lot of offense out of these two teams over the first two games. Not so much from York yesterday, but both sides had 14 hits on Monday night. The Ducks with the 8-7 win in a wild seesaw affair in which both teams blew two leads in the game. Now the payoff pitch to Tejeda, and he will take a breaking ball low and outside for ball 4. O'Grady tried to get him to chase. He would not bite. First walk of the day allowed by the Ducks right-hander. And so now runners at the corners again here with 2 outs, and it will be Brian Pounds, the third baseman, coming up to the plate.
Brian Pounds.
So here is Brian Pounds coming to the plate. He will step up to bat from the right side. First pitch, and he takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Pounds, the third baseman, 9 hits in his first 29 at-bats of the season. No homers, 5 runs batted in. Burgess leads at third, and Tejeda does the same at first. O'Grady's 0-1. Pounds a swing and a miss. Got him this time on the inside corner. Looked like a changeup that time from the right-hander. So 0-2 the count, as O'Grady again a strike away from getting through the inning without any more damage done. Pounds with a wide open stance at home plate. 0-2. And he will take down and away. O'Grady tried to get him to chase, would not, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mentioned 14 starts last year, or 2 years ago for O'Grady in 2015, was with AA San Antonio for the majority of the year, and made 1 start with AAA El Paso in the Padres organization. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. O'Grady blew the fastball by him at 90, and 2 strikeouts in the inning for the Ducks right-hander. The Revolution tie the game. They get a run on 2 hits, a walk and 2 wild pitches from O'Grady. No errors in the inning and 2 runners left on base. After 1 here in York, Ducks and the Revolution are tied up at 1.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Second inning coming up here in York with the Ducks and the Revolution now tied at 1. Time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Still out day to day with some arm soreness are Chinwe Sao and Yuri De La Rosa. Kevin Byers hoping to have De La Rosa back by the end of this week when the Ducks return home to face Southern Maryland. In addition, Amalio Diaz unavailable today. He was actually feeling a little bit under the weather last night as well. Still not feeling well today. And so Amalio Diaz not available out of the bullpen here in this game. Zach Treese pitched 2 innings last night, so we'll see if Kevin Byers uses him at any point during the doubleheader today. And again, Tyler Levine, who was going to be starting, I should say, in Game 2 of this doubleheader, obviously will not then pitch in Game 1. So we move to the second, and it'll be the bottom three in the order for the Ducks against Curtis Parch, who begins his second inning of the day. Alex Berg to start, and the first pitch to him is a breaking ball on the inside corner for strike one. The wind continuing to whip here at PeoplesBank Park, blowing out stiffly to right center. That American flag looks like it's about to fly right off the flagpole. 0-1 is pumped up in the air, foul. First base side, it's going to drift into the crowd. And so the count now at 0-2 on Alex Berg. 2 home runs on the year, 7 runs batted in. Wide end the offering from Parch. Berg takes upstairs, would not bite. On the fastball up and out of the zone. Berg will be followed by Dan Lyons and then Elmer Reyes. From the windup, the 1-2 delivery. And Alex Berg chops one into the ground, foul right to the Ducks dugout on the third base side. Elmer Reyes waiting in the hole. Grabs the baseball, flips it to a teammate. And we will do it once again. Righty to righty as Parch fires. Berg swings and misses for strike three, chasing the ball down in the dirt. 3 straight strikeouts now for Curtis Parch. And there is the first out of the second inning. So 1 away for the Ducks here in the top of the second. And now Dan Lyons will come up to bat for Long Island, hitting in the number 8 spot as the shortstop. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball is on the inside corner from Parch for strike one. Curtis Parch stands in at 6'5", 245 pounds, out of Merced, California. 30-year-old pitcher. And the 0-1 is taken upstairs this time. Lyons was able to check his swing. And that will even things up at 1-1. Formerly a 27th round draft pick of the Cincinnati Reds back in the 2007 season. Swing and a miss by Lyons on a slider, a hard slider from Curtis Parch down in the zone. 1-2 now on Lyons. Parch made it up to the big leagues with the Reds in 2013 and 2014. 1-2, Lyons takes that, misses downstairs, and will even up the count. Mentioned earlier, 2 games in the big leagues last year for Curtis Parch. Now that totals 22 major league games for the right-hander, 1-1 record and a 5.52 ERA. 1-2 delivery, kicking the pitch, and Lyons takes upstairs. Good eye from the Ducks shortstop. He works the count full at 3-2. Kevin Baez clapping along at third, encouraging his veteran shortstop, who's in his 7th season with the Ducks. Payoff pitch, and Lyons lifts a fly ball in the air to right. Drifting back a couple steps is Jared Mitchell, and he makes the catch in deep right for out number 2. Defensively today for the Revolution, Derek Robinson gets the start in left field, Brandon Thomas in center, and as we just mentioned, Jared Mitchell is in right. On the infield from left to right, Brian Pounds at third base, Ryan Dent is the shortstop, Alonso Harris over at second base, and Joel Guzman is at first. Doing the catching behind home plate, Isaiah Tejeda. Curtis Parch on the rubber. He deals low and outside for ball 1 to Elmer Reyes, the second baseman and 9-hitter for the Ducks. He's cooled off a little bit since his red-hot start, but is still 14 of 38 on the year, with no home runs and 4 runs batted in. From the windup, here's the 1-0. Reyes way out in front of a nasty breaking ball from Parch. So that'll even things up at 1-1. Ducks scored a run in the first on the 1-out RBI single by Mark Krause to center. 1-1 here. Reyes swings and fouls it straight back to the screen. A high fastball chased and just got enough of it to fight it off. 1-2 the count as Parch looks to retire the side in order here in the second. 1-1 ball game in York. Right-hander looks in for the sign from Tejeda. He's ready to go. 1-2, and Reyes out in front of a breaking ball, chops it foul right to the on-deck circle. Phelan Lentini will pick up the baseball, look for a fan in the stands, and tosses it to a fan sitting right in the front row. So we'll do it yet again, and 1-2. Parch winds and fires, and Reyes takes downstairs. Blocked at home plate by Tejeda, who did a terrific job blocking pitches 2 nights ago when he was catching. Last night, Luis Allen was behind the plate, but 2 nights ago, Tejeda, with Tyrell Harris on the mound, blocked about 4 or 5 pitches down in the dirt to prevent runners from advancing bases. Did great work. Reyes, a ground ball foul down the third base line, right to the end of the dugout. Ducks trainer Dottie Pitchard standing down there at the end of the dugout, had to jut out of the way of it quickly. So we'll do it again with the count even up at 2-2. If Reyes reaches, Lentini will be the next hitter. Parch winds and fires, and Reyes checks his swing on a high fastball. They'll appeal down to first. Today's first base umpire, Ian Kelly, says he did not go. William Reuter is calling balls and strikes at home plate. Tim McCaffrey is at third. Payoff pitch now to Elmer Reyes, and he will swing and ground it foul again right into the Ducks dugout on the third base side. Reyes doing a good job here in this at-bat, fighting off some tough pitches. Again, we'll see how long both of these relievers can go today. Neither has started yet this year. 3-2, line back up the middle and into center field. Elmer Reyes has a 2-out base hit. Very good at bat there for Elmer Reyes. Did not give in and chased out of the zone. Fought off a lot of tough pitches from the right-hander. That's 9-pitch at bat for Elmer Reyes as he picks up the single to center. So that flips the lineup over. We go back to the top of the order. And for Long Island, Phelan Lentini will have his second trip to the plate today. Parch comes set, and his first offering. Lentini takes a high and in-tight fastball, 1-0. Lentini hit the first pitch of the ball game right to third base, an absolute bullet off his bat. But pretty much right at Brian Pounds. He maybe took a step to his right to make the grab for the first out. Reyes leads off at first. Here is the 1-0. Reyes goes for second. Lentini takes a strike. The throw down to second is not in time. Elmer Reyes is in with his first stolen base of the year. Kevin Baez continuing to show his aggressiveness on the base pass, sending his runners. Reyes does not have great speed, but got a pretty good jump that time on Curtis Parch and was able to make it in there safely. So now the Ducks with the go-ahead run in scoring position and 2 away. It'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch from Parch to Lentini. Parch looks to second, deals to the plate, and Lentini swings and smacks one into left field. There's a base hit. Reyes will go to third, but he's going to have to stop right there. Throw comes in towards the shortstop. Lentini going for second, and now Lentini is caught. Racing back to first base, they throw there. Guzman now chasing him to second, and the run's going to score. The run comes in to score. Lentini is tagged out, but an excellent job by Phelan Lentini to get in the rundown and get Reyes home. So the Ducks get a run, and they now lead it 2-1. So in the inning, for Long Island, they get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and because of the tag, nobody is left on base. So we will head to the bottom half of the second inning here in York, and the Ducks now have themselves a 2-1 lead.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr., and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Well, a wacky end to the top half of the second inning. Elmer Reyes, who does not have great speed, steals second with Phelan Lantini at the plate. Lantini then singles to left field. Reyes goes to third and was getting the stop sign from Kevin Baez. The throw came in, and Lantini started to take off for second base. And Lantini ended up getting into a rundown when he realized he was going to be caught at second base. And the Revolution did not pay attention, and Reyes scrambled home from third in the rundown to give the Ducks a 2-1 lead. Jared Mitchell takes a breaking ball low and inside for ball one. Still awaiting the official scoring as to how that final out went. I don't believe Lantini gets credit for the RBI on that. I have to find out from official scorers as to whether or not that does count as an RBI, but I don't believe it was since he got stopped at third. And there's a strike. And now 1-1 on Jared Mitchell. Mitchell, 5 of his first 30 on the year, had the night off last night, and here he checks a swing. The appeal to third, Tim McCaffrey says he did not go around on the breaking ball. And so the count goes to 2-1. Cody Puckett playing in on the grass at third with the lefty hitter at the plate. From the stretch, O'Grady deals, and the 2-1 is smacked in the air to right. It's hit well. Lantini ranging back, turns, looks up, and you can forget it. A solo home run over the right field wall for Jared Mitchell leading off the second inning. And just like that, York ties up the ball game at 2. There goes the cannon as Mitchell crosses home plate. First home run of the year, 6th RBI for Jared Mitchell. And for the second time in as many innings, the Ducks lose a 1-run lead. That was a bigger issue for the Ducks on Monday night, in which they had 2 leads, could not hold them. They had taken a 7-4 lead, lost it immediately. But yesterday they did a terrific job preventing that from happening as they gave Rafael Perez a 4-0 lead. And he was able to hold on to it, allowed just 2 runs over 7 strong innings last night. 1-0 pitch here to Ryan Dent. He pops one up foul back behind the plate. Now we're leaving things up at 1-1. They still have not put down the official scoring as to the final out of that inning. I have to try and recreate it in my head maybe to try and figure out exactly who caught the baseballs each time. 1-1 here to Dent, popped up in the air to shallow right. Back onto the infield dirt, Mark Krause, he's going to make the catch. And the Ducks first baseman retires Dent, who's now 6 of 29 for the first out. Base hit went to left field, so it'll be 7, I believe 5, 7, 5, 4, 3, 6. I want to say that, 7, 5, 4, 3, 6 on the putout. That's what I'm going to go with, and until I see anything further, that will be what we stick with here. So 1 away in a 2-2 ball game as we play bottom of the second inning. And first pitch swinging, Thomas hits one in the air to right. That's hit well, back into the corner, it's a foul ball. And that one had home run distance, a couple of hard hit baseballs off the bats of the Revolution here in the bottom of the second. This one though, unlike Mitchell's, goes foul. So it's 0-1 on Thomas, the 9-hitter and center fielder who's 1 for 7 on the year. No homers or runs batted in yet. Brady gets the sign and comes set. Kicking the delivery. There's a fastball on the outside corner. Strike 2. Brady has been painting the corners well. Again, mixing up his speeds between a fastball that touches 90 and That hard slider that's been sitting in the low 80s. 0-2. Threw that breaking ball again down low, but not biting on it this time was Thomas. That'll run the count to 1-2. O'Grady spent the first 5 seasons of his career in the Padres organization. He was drafted by San Diego, 34th round in 2011. Now the 1-2. Swing and a foul tip at home plate. Berg could not hold on to it. It looked like it shook him up a bit. And he is hunched over at home plate on his knees, looking straight down to the ground. And I will slowly get back up. Home plate umpire William Reuter giving him some extra time to compose himself after that foul ball. Not sure exactly where that caught him. Looked like Thomas just got a piece of it. Maybe fouled it off the upper leg or arm of Alex Berg. So the count remains 1-2 on Brandon Thomas. And after Thomas, it will be Alonzo Harris as the Revolution get back to the top of the order. O'Grady looking in for the sign from Berg. He comes set. And the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Threw a changeup that time, took something off of it. Picks up strikeout number 3 on the day, does O'Grady. 2 away in the second, and it will be Alonzo Harris coming to the plate.
Your second baseman, number 2, Alonzo Harris.
Well, I mentioned before, O'Grady has pitched in 3 games thus far for Long Island. 7 scoreless innings entering today. Had allowed just 3 hits and a walk while striking out 6. Gone at least 2 innings in each of his 3 games. First pitch here is a breaking ball in the outside corner for strike 1 to Harris. I think a safe bet to expect Kevin Baez to have him throw at least 3, if not more, today, depending on what his pitch count is and how he's feeling. 0-1. Harris swings and misses. Another off speed down in the zone. And O'Grady now ahead at 0-2. Most recently, the right-hander pitched against the New Britain Bees on Saturday night at Bethpage Ballpark through 2 scoreless innings of relief. Did not allow a hit or a walk, struck out 3. Ducks lost the game, though, 3-2. Tim Melville started that one for Long Island. He will start the opener of the homestand on Friday as a slider misses low and outside for ball 1. Melville will start on Friday. Saturday will be John Brownell, as Kevin Baez will give Matt Larkins some extra rest, and Larkins will pitch on Sunday. 1-2 is lined up the middle into center field, and there's a base hit for Harris. He's got his first hit of the day, a 2-out base hit up the middle. And for the Revolution, their 4th hit of the ball game against O'Grady.
Now batting for your Revolution, your left fielder, number 11, Derek Robinson.
So a 2-out single from Harris, the second 2-out base hit of the game for York. And here is the switch hitter, Derek Robinson, who picked up a single back in the opening inning. O'Grady set at the belt his first offering. That's down in the dirt. Nice scoop on the backhand by Alex Berg to prevent a wild pitch from O'Grady, who's already thrown 2 in this game, both in the first inning that led to a run. Harris with good speed at first, 4 steals and 6 attempts already this season. Krause holding him on. Here's the 1-0 and a half swing. Home plate umpire William Reuter says that Robinson went around for strike 1. Brady, as we mentioned, from Floral Park. He played his high school baseball in Queens at Archbishop Malloy. Throw over. Diving back safely is Harris. While he was at Archbishop Malloy, he was a 2-time All-City selection at second base, also 1-time All-City selection as a pitcher. That was named the Queens Courier Player of the Year in 2006. Collected baseball MVP honors that same year. Little tap route in front of home plate. O'Grady off the mound of field. His throw on to first is in time for the out. And O'Grady avoids any further trouble here in the second. But the Revolution tie up the game again. 1 run on 2 hits. The big hit, the leadoff solo home run by Jared Mitchell. No errors and a runner left for York. We head to the third here in PA with the Ducks and the Revolution tied up at 2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
On to the third inning we go here at PeoplesBank Park. Ducks and the Revolution are tied at 2. New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Long Island Ducks, Mets, Yankees, Major and Minor League Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit www.nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. So a 2-2 ball game. After 2 innings, teams have combined for 7 hits, 3 for the Ducks, 4 for the Revolution. Delta Cleary Jr. will begin things in the third against Curtis Parch, who delivers a first pitch fastball at the knees for strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way. Cleary Jr. lays off this breaking ball that misses down. And that will even the count up at 1-1. You get the feeling early on that this might be one of those back and forth games like we saw on Monday with a lot of runs. Junior, a little blooper to shallow center. Racing out is the second baseman Alonzo Harris. He'll make the catch. So Delta Cleary Jr. tried to hit a little shallow fly to center off the end of the bat, but could not get it to fall. And there is the first out here in the third. By the way, if you're keeping score at home, I got the official ruling on the play where Lantini got in the rundown to score a run and end the second. I was very close. 7-5, 4-3-5. I had 7-5-4-3-6, but it was 7-5-4-3-5. Nolan Reimold takes downstairs for ball 1 from Curtis Parch. Reimold was hit by the first pitch that he saw back in the opening inning. Here, Reimold is swinging a foul ball down the right field line out of play. That'll even things up at 1-1. Third time that Reimold has been hit this year. It was a fastball basically straight into the lower back, though I can't imagine there was any sort of malintent in there, unless Parch and Reimold had some weird past history. Pitch misses high and in tight, ball 2. Reimold certainly didn't seem to take much more exception to it other than that he did not like the feeling of getting hit in the back. But, of course, nobody would like that. 2-1 here on the Ducks' designated hitter. Reimold will swing a foul ball at home plate. Down into the dirt, back behind the plate, and so now Reimold with the count of 2-2. Reimold's hit by pitch followed the walk to Delta Cleary Jr. in the opening inning, and then Mark Krause followed with an RBI single to center. From the line, the 2-2 offering, and Reimold will swing and a miss, strike 3, cut through the high fastball. 4th strikeout of the game for Curtis Parch. And he has now retired the first 2 here in the third inning. That'll bring Mark Krause to the plate, and boy, has he had a terrific start to this series for Long Island. 5 hits now in his first 8 at-bats of the series and has driven in 6 runs for the Ducks. First pitch to Kraus here is upstairs and goes all the way back behind the plate. 1-0 on Kraus, who leads the Ducks with 10 runs batted in on the season. Coming into action today, among the league leaders in runs batted in. 1-0, Kraus fouls it straight back towards us. But the screen thankfully there to protect it. Came into today with 9 RBIs. That was tied for third most in the league. He is now tied with Craig Maddox of New Britain, who has 10 RBIs. Daniel Fields of Bridgeport leading the way with 11. Kraus lays off this breaking ball as it misses down and away. He is the K-man today. So the Mott Sticks chant you hear in the background as fans hoping to win mozzarella sticks. Here he swings and misses. Slider down low.
That's 2. Let's hear it.
So it is now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Kraus as the right-hander Parch looking to retire the Ducks in order for the first time today. Winds and fires, and Kraus will check his swing on a breaking ball down low. They appeal to third. No swing, says Tim McCaffrey. And Kraus has worked the count full. Infield straight away for the lefty hitter. The first baseman Joel Guzman plays a little bit closer to the line at first, then does Pounds at third. Now the payoff pitch, and Kraus will take up and away ball 4. Good eye from the Ducks first baseman as Mark Kraus works out a 2-out walk here in the third inning. Second walk given up today by Curtis Parch. Another Ducks walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. Over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk on in. So Kraus goes to first with 2 away. He has 2 stolen bases this year. And here is Cody Puckett, who struck out looking his first time up back in the opening inning. Parch comes set, and his first offering is a breaking ball on the inside corner for strike 1. Puckett 11 hits in his first 38 at-bats. He's driven in 5, has scored 4. Yesterday drove in a run on a fielder's choice, drew 2 walks, but went hitless in 3 at-bats. 0-1. Line to left field. There's a base hit for Cody Puckett. So the Ducks pick up back-to-back base runners with 2 down here in the third, trying to retake the lead once again. A walk to Kraus, a single to Puckett. And with 2 on and 2 out, that will give Angelo Sanko yet another opportunity to come up to the plate. Sanko is of Filipino heritage. He was born here in America. But he does have the heritage of the Philippines. His family his mom and dad were both born in the Philippines. Sanko was born in Van Nuys, California, and now resides in Idaho, in a town that I will probably mispronounce, but it's Coeur d'Alene in Idaho. I believe that is French. Paul Fletcher, the pitching coach of the Revolution, will come out and have a quick chat here with Curtis Parch to try and settle him down, as he has allowed a pair of 2-out base runners, walking Kraus, giving up a single to Puckett. No action in either bullpen right now. And yeah, we'll see how far both of these starters can go today. 2 guys who have pitched 3 games out of the bullpen thus far this year. But this is their first start of the season. Sanko awaits from the left side at home plate. First pitch, and he will take a breaking ball a little bit inside. And the count of 1-0. Sanko a strikeout swinging his first time up. Had a good day yesterday at the plate. Hit his second home run of the year, drove in 2. And finished the game 2 for 5. He's got 4 hits in his first 11 at-bats now of the series. 1-0. That just catches the outside corner for strike 1. Another off-speed pitch from Parch. And Sanko thought it was too far outside. Might have been a little low, too. But right on the border of the strike zone. And that'll even things up at 1-1. Kraus leads off of second, Puckett off of first. 1-1 pitch. And Sanko chases downstairs on a fastball. Swings and misses for strike 2. Wind now blowing from left to right. It had been blowing out towards center earlier in the game, now blowing straight from left to right. Sun keeps going in, out, coming out from behind the clouds, going back behind him, and then coming out again. So the sun now shining on the field. It will be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming to Angelo Sanko. Parch looks to second, deals to the plate, and Sanko a swing and ground one foul up the first base line. Just got a little piece of it to stay alive. So we will do it once again with the count of 1-2 on Sanko. 2-2 ball game, top of the third inning. 2 on and 2 out for the Ducks. A long look in here for Curtis Parch. And now he comes set. Kick and the delivery. And Sanko will take a fastball over the inside corner for strike 3. For the second time that Sanko goes down on strikes in this game. 5 strikeouts over 3 innings for Curtis Parch. And the Ducks leave a pair. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 left. After 2.5 innings of play, Ducks and the Revs tied up at 2.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lantini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, Ducks fans, when Angelo Sanko struck out to end the top half of the third inning, that was the 15th out of today's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. Michael Pollack with you. Thanks for joining us here on your Wednesday, now past noon, so Wednesday afternoon. As Dennis O'Grady goes back to the mound for his third inning of work, each side with 2 runs and 4 hits. York has committed the only error of this ball game, though it has not come back to hurt them. Single runs for each side in the first and the second. For Dennis O'Grady, he'll be facing the heart of the order for the Revolution in the third inning. Joel Guzman, Michael Burgess, and Isaiah Tejeda. So here is Guzman to the plate. Guzman batting in the number 3 spot for York. Had the day off yesterday. First pitch from O'Grady. Guzman swings, pops it up foul to the first base side. Alex Berg gives it a look. This will go back into the crowd. 0-1 on Guzman, who was 2 for 5 of the runs scored on Monday night in the opener of this series. He digs back in as O'Grady looks in for the sign. Comes set on the mound and the 0-1. Guzman a swing and a ground ball right back to the mound. A leap for O'Grady to make the grab, and the underhand toss to first for the putout, 1 away here at inning number 3. Second straight batter to hit a comebacker to O'Grady. Robinson did the same in the second. So 1 away, and that will bring Michael Burgess up to the plate. Guzman now 0 for 2 here in this game. 3 for 12 on the homestand for York, which began on Friday against the Somerset Patriots. One away, and here is Michael Burgess, who singled to center in his first at bat. Takes the first pitch breaking ball over the outside corner, strike one, an odd one. As Burgess broke his bat basically in half, and the ball went towards second base, but to the first base side of the bag. It would have normally been an easy play for Reyes, except he was shifted over into the hole on the right side. But the lefty hitter at the plate, this one taken low. And the count 1-1. Reyes now a little bit further back to his right than he was in the first inning, but Puckett's still way off the bag at third, and Lyons shaded up the middle at short. 1-1. Burgess swings, lifts a fly ball down the left field line, slicing into the corner foul. It goes into the seats. And now Michael Burgess behind at 1-2 against O'Grady. Again, lots of kids in attendance today as part of baseball and education today. There's also a bunch of animals around the ballpark today, a couple of exhibits for the kids to enjoy. 1-2 to Burgess. Fastball missing inside. Now we'll leave it up to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Teams will play game 1 here. They'll have a bit of a break, and then game 2 coming up at 6:30 later on this evening. 2-2 pitch. Burgess takes the breaking ball down low. O'Grady trying to get him to chase. He would not. And so the count full at 3-2 on the designated hitter, with Isaiah Tejeda, the catcher, waiting in the on-deck circle. O'Grady continues to work out of the stretch for Long Island. The payoff pitch to Michael Burgess is just outside for ball 4. So O'Grady issues his second walk of the ball game. A 1-out free pass to Michael Burgess, who's been on twice. Burgess was 0 for 4 with a strikeout yesterday, and he is now 2 for 10 in this series. That'll bring up the catcher, Isaiah Tejeda, with 1 on and 1 out. That wind continuing to whip from left to right here at PeoplesBank Park. Burgess does not have a ton of speed at first base, but he will take his lead there as Krause holds him on. First pitch to Tejeda, and he takes a fastball over the inside corner at 90 for strike 1. Tejeda thought it was too far inside and had some words with William Reuter, the home plate umpire. Tejeda drew a walk his first plate appearance of the day back in the first, after going 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk and 2 strikeouts as the DH. 0-1, ground ball over the mound towards the middle. Elmer Reyes fields, flips to Lyons, and it originally hit the ground, but he ends up catching it on a hop. What a wild play, and the Ducks will settle for 1 out. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to Brian Pounds. So Elmer Reyes got to that baseball up the middle. His momentum was taking him towards left field. He had to flip it across his body to Lyons, and it one-hopped Lyons. It looked like he was going to go make the grab, and it kind of was a little bit wide of the bag. But Lyons fielded it on the hop, kept his foot on the bag. Something that the umpire said he didn't do yesterday on a throw to second from Rafael Perez. Thankfully, it did not come back to hurt the Ducks. First pitch here to Brian Pounds is cut on and missed for strike 1. So it goes down as a 4-6 fielder's choice. Tejeda now 0 for 1 in the game. And Pounds, who struck out in his first at-bat of the day, with runners at the corners and 2 outs in the first. There's a runner at first with 2 outs here in the third, and behind in the count at 0-1. O'Grady comes set, kicks and fires. Pounds swings and fouls this one back behind the plate. So 2 quick strikes thrown by O'Grady, and he is ahead at 0-2. Pounds yesterday 1 for 4 with a strikeout, and he is now 3 for 8 in the series. A run batted in, a run scored. Has also drawn a walk. 0-2 delivery. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. So Grady paints the black and picks up his 4th strikeout of the game. Neither side able to plate a run here in the third. No runs, no hits. A walk and a runner left on base for the Revolution. 4th inning coming up here at PeoplesBank Park. Ducks and Revolution are tied at 2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
We head to the fourth inning here in York, Pennsylvania. The Ducks and the Revolution tied at 2 apiece. Curtis Parch will begin his fourth inning of work today and face the bottom 3 in the order for the Ducks. It'll be Alex Berg, Dan Lyons, and Elmer Reyes duo. Also means it is time for our fourth inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. So we'll get you that question coming up in a moment. Alex Berg to lead things off. Strikeout victim his first time up, one of 5 Ks thus far for Parch. First pitch is swung and popped up high in the air, foul territory, first base side. Joel Guzman on the warning track, and he makes a basket catch. Reached out with his arm, wasn't sure if he was going to be able to come up with it, but he does end up securing the baseball, and Alex Berg 0 for 2. After a tough 0 for 5 last night, there's the first out of this fourth inning. Well, today's starter, Dennis O'Grady, we had mentioned it a couple times that he pitched in the San Diego Padres organization over the first 5 seasons of his career. And most recently in 2015, he spent time at AA San Antonio and AAA El Paso. And another teammate of his at the time is now teammates with him again as a member of the Ducks. There's another Ducks player who was also with both San Antonio and El Paso in 2015. Our question, which Ducks pitcher was it? Lions took strike 1. The 0-1 is down in the dirt, skips past the catcher Tejeda, 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll let you think about it. We'll give you the answer in the bottom half of this fourth inning. Which current Long Island Duck was also teammates with Dennis O'Grady in 2015. Lions a ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Got a good swing on the breaking ball from Curtis Parch. Dan Lyons with his first hit of the day. After flying out to right his first time up, he is 1 for 2. And for the Ducks, their 5th hit of the morning, or now I guess the afternoon. Clouds have started to roll in. See little peaks of blue sky off in the distance, but mostly cloudy overhead. And again, a chilly, breezy day here in York. Now it is Elmer Reyes who singled up the middle his first time up. First pitch is a fastball that missed a little bit low. 1-0 on Reyes, who with 2 outs in the second singled, stole second base. Went to third on the base hit by Phelan Lantini to left, and then was able to score when Lantini got in a rundown between first and second. 1-0. And that is taken low and inside. Good hitters count now for the Ducks second baseman, 2 balls and no strikes. Mentioned that Reyes yesterday was hitless, but he did draw a walk. In his final plate appearance of the game, he's 1 for 8, now 2 for 9 in this series. 2-0, swung on and fouled back. Got a good pitch to hit with a 2-0 count, and just missed it, fights it off. So it is now 2-1 on Reyes. The stolen base in the second, his first of the year. And the Ducks' 22nd of the season, which leads the Atlantic League. Lyons takes his lead at first. The 2-1 from Parch. And Reyes pops one up, a broken bat, foul ball, first base side, racing after it is Joel Guzman. He makes the basket catch. Lyons starting to head towards second base. Now he throws back to first, and Lyons is out. Dan Lyons trying to dance off first base with Joel Guzman racing in to get that foul ball. Thought about going for second, and then thought better of it, trying to go back to first, but he doesn't get there in time. The double play turned by the Revolution to end the inning. So for the Ducks, no runs on one hit, and because of the double play, nobody's left on base. To the bottom of the fourth, tied at 2.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Nolan Reimold, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Two-2 game as we move to the bottom half of the fourth inning here at PeoplesBank Park. Ducks and the Revolution in game 1 of a doubleheader today, game 3 of a 4-game series. A win for the Ducks in either game would give them their first series victory of the season. They have split a series and lost 2. But have taken the first 2 games against the Revolution, 8-7 on Monday, 8-2 here last night. A 2-2 game goes to the bottom of the fourth. Dennis O'Grady back to the mound for his 4th inning of work. And it will be the bottom of the order for the Revolution. Jared Mitchell, Ryan Dent, and Brandon Thomas due up. First pitch, Mitchell squares the bunt, drags it up the first base line. Mark Krause is going to field it. He throws to O'Grady, but they have no play. So a bunt single for Jared Mitchell, who homered his last time up in the second. And this time makes it 2 for 2 on a bunt single to first base. Not much the Ducks could have done about that. Perfectly executed by Mitchell, a drag bunt. Too far past the mound, but no chance for O'Grady to get over in time with Krause making the flip, as Mitchell would have beaten it anyway. So Mitchell is on with his second hit of the game, each side with 5 hits now. And it will be Ryan Dent, the shortstop, at 8-hitter, coming up to bat for the Revolution. Cody Puckett in on the grass at third to guard against a bunt from Dent. O'Grady turns, throws over to first to chase Mitchell back, who has 1 steal and 1 attempt this year. Just about time for us to give you the answer to our 4th inning trivia question. Where we test your knowledge again of the Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Throw back over to first, and again back safely there is Jared Mitchell. Middle infielders at double play depth. O'Grady gets the sign and comes set. Throw over again. This one a little bit closer, but again, Mitchell is back safely. So O'Grady keeping a close eye on the runner at first base, Jared Mitchell. O'Grady comes set. Mitchell with a little bit less of a lead this time in the first pitch. Is a fastball down the chute for strike 1. Dent popped up to Mark Krause at first base in his first at bat of the game. That was back in the second inning. Bent is 1 for 3 yesterday with a sac fly and an RBI, and he is now 1 for 9 in this series. O'Grady looking for the ground ball this time. 0-1 pitch, and Dent swings. It's a ground ball to third. Cody Puckett is there, goes to Elmer Reyes for one on a first double play. 5-4-3 around the horn double play turned by the Ducks. And O'Grady gets exactly what he wanted off the bat of Ryan Dent. Puckett, who was playing inside at third base anyway, easily able to make the play. And just like that, 2 men out here in the 4th inning. Revolution do have some action going in their bullpen, or at least they did before. Doesn't look like there's anybody throwing for the moment. Nothing doing meanwhile for the Ducks down the left field line. Here's Brandon Thomas, the switch hitter. And he takes just off the outside corner for ball 1. Thomas, the 9-hitter and center fielder, struck out his first time up in the second. He is 1 of 8 to begin the year. Came in as a pinch runner on Monday night. Yesterday started, went 0 for 3. There's a strike on the outside corner. O'Grady with another good fastball, 91 that time. That'll even things up at 1-1. By the way, our 4th inning trivia answer, the question again, Dennis O'Grady pitched in 2015 with AA San Antonio, AAA El Paso, and the Padres organization. 1-1 is fouled off third base side. We wanted to know who his teammate was that year. That is now his teammate again here with the Ducks in 2017. The answer, Yuri De La Rosa, the left-handed pitcher for Long Island. Spent time with both teams in 2015. 17 games for AAA El Paso. He was 0-1 with a 6.50 ERA. Much better with AA San Antonio, 2-1, and a 1.27 ERA in 19 games, one of which was a start. 1-2 pitch, just off the outside corner. O'Grady looking for his 5th strikeout of the day, trying to paint the corner, but just missed. And so the count even up at 2-2 on Thomas. 2-2, bottom of the 4th inning. And now a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch from O'Grady. Kicks and fires, and Thomas a half swing, but a called strike 3 regardless. So he gets his 5th strikeout of the afternoon, and that will end the 4th inning. No runs to the Revolution, a bunt single, but because of a double play in the inning, nobody is left on base. Let's head to the 5th on this matinee affair at PeoplesBank Park. Ducks and the Revs tied at 2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Chilly day today here in York, Pennsylvania, as we go to the 5th inning, and the Ducks and the Revolution are tied at 2. Warm up with a hot cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet coffee, available at the concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Regular and decaf, Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes out in the Hamptons. Back to the top of the order for Long Island, their 3rd trip through the batting order against right-hander Curtis Parch. First pitch to Phelan Lentini is a breaking ball that drops in for strike 1. Lentini 1 for 2 on the day, lined out to third in the 1st inning, a bullet line drive, then picked up a base hit to left in the 2nd inning. 0-1 is grounded to the left side. Charging in on it, Brian Pounds. He fields and throws a strike across in time for the out. Lantini retired and one away. That'll bring Delta Cleary Jr. up to the plate. Each side had scored single runs in the first and second innings, but starters have seemed to calm down a little bit on each side. So Grady and Porch both settled in. Each has struck out 5 over the first 4 innings of this game. Delta Cleary Jr. taking a fastball way upstairs for ball 1. There is action for the Revolution in their bullpen right now, as Porch is about to hit the 75 pitch mark. Cleary Jr. taking a fastball off the outside corner, 2-0. Porch had pitched 3 outings of just 1 inning this season, 1 inning each in his first 3 outings. 2-0, that's down and away, ball 3. Meanwhile, O'Grady has pitched a pair of 2-inning outings and a 3-inning relief appearance. And it looks as though he will come back out for a 5th inning of work today. 3-0, O'Grady, or check that, Porch, deals a fastball strike belt high for the count to go to 3-1. Cleary Jr. with a walk and a run in the first inning, then popped to second in the third. 3-1 here is grounded back towards the middle. Diving stop made by Dent. His throw on to first, not in time. Cleary Jr. legs out the infield single. Just beat the throw by a step. So that'll be an infield single for Delta Cleary Jr., the 6th hit of the game for Long Island. Good job by Ryan Dent, ranging up the middle to stop that baseball and make the throw to first. And how much more he could have done with that. I think he might have lost the handle on the baseball initially when he knocked it with his glove, diving up the middle. Otherwise, he might have gotten him. So 1 on and 1 out, and Nolan Reimold will have his 3rd plate appearance of the day. Porch set, deals, and Reimold takes the fastball up and in, 1-0. Reimold was hit by a pitch in the first inning. First pitch fastball to the lower back, and then struck out swinging back in the 3rd. Here's the 1-0. Reimold checks his swing on a breaking ball that drops in for a strike. That will run the count even at 1-1. Reimold with his 0 for 1 today is now 2 for 7 in the series. He's driven in 2, also has a run and has walked 3 times, along with his 2 hit by pitches. Reimold takes a fastball as a strike, knee high on the inside corner. So Curtis Porch quickly ahead of Nolan Reimold at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cleary Jr. continues to lead at first, has not taken off for second at any point yet. Porch comes set, bluffs, does Cleary Jr. The ball down in the dirt, blocked nicely by Tejeda. So now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kevin Byes, the manager of the Ducks, giving the signals down at third base. John Brownell coaching over at first. So it'll be a 2-2 pitch on the way now from the right-hander. Arch comes set, throw over to first. Cleary Jr. dives back safely. The throw anyway to Guzman was towards the home plate side of first. So no tag attempt anyway. Mark Krause will follow Reimold. Here comes the 2-2 from Parch. Cleary Jr. goes for second. Reimold takes high for a ball. The throw down to second base, not in time. Cleary Jr. slides in safely just ahead of the tag from Alonzo Harris. 9th stolen base of the season for Delta Cleary Jr. He is now tied with Phelan Lentini for the team lead. Now the Ducks 2 for 2 in the stolen base department today. So now the count full at 3-2 on Nolan Reimold. Parch comes set, looks to second, deals to the plate, and Reimold takes a breaking ball in for a called strike 3. Second time that Reimold has struck out in this game. That is the 6th K for Curtis Parch. So 2 men out for the Ducks here in the top of the 5th inning, and that's going to leave it up to Mark Krause. who has been red hot this series and trying to drive in yet another run. He has driven in 6 runs in this series, including one today on a base hit up the middle in the first. First pitch from Parch to Kraus, and he will swing and slash one in the air to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Around third is Cleary Jr. He will come in to score. Big turn at first from Mark Kraus, and he will have to scamper back quickly, but it is a 2-out RBI single the opposite way for the Ducks first baseman, and Long Island takes the lead 3-2 here in the 5th. That is his 11th run batted in of the season. Team lead, tied for the league lead. And in this series, his 7th run batted in 3 games. What a series for Mark Kraus, who has now got 14 hits in his first 42 at-bats, and he's been on base safely all 3 times today. So the stolen base by Cleary Jr. looms large. The Ducks now with a 1-run advantage. First pitch here misses low and outside for ball 1. Tyrell Harris, who was the starter here 2 nights ago, is apparently warming up in the Revolution bullpen. York had to use a lot of relievers last night, actually in the first 2 games of this series. Cody Puckett takes a breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Last night, Frank Gailey only went 4 innings, so they had to use 5 relievers to get through that game. They used 4 relievers to pitch a total of 6 innings here on Monday night. Puckett takes down and in, would not bite on the pitch from Parch. And so the count goes to 2-1. Puckett 1 for 2 today. He singled in the third to left field with 2 out. Struck out looking in the first. Not only is Kraus getting hits and driving in runs, but he's hitting to all fields, and that certainly has to be a very welcome sign for Kevin Baez. 2-1. Puckett a chase down and away. He swings and misses. So that will even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Ducks' third baseman. Kraus doesn't have an overly great amount of speed at first, but he has picked up 2 steals this year in 2 attempts. Parch comes set on the rubber. Here comes his 2-2 offering to number 2, Cody Puckett. Kicks and fires, and Puckett takes the fastball way high and inside. So now 3-2, which means Kraus will be off on the pitch from the right-hander. He'll get the head start. Ducks now out hitting the Revs 7-5 in this game. Parch comes set. There goes Kraus, and the payoff pitch is swung on and grounded weakly here foul, third base side. Kevin Baez will grab it. Looking for a youngster in the crowd to throw the ball to, and finds one in the front row past the Ducks dugout. So we will do it once again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks with their 3rd lead of the day. They've led 1-0, 2-1, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Parch fires, runner goes, and Puckett takes a called strike 3. He thought it was too low, but 3rd strike call made. And that will retire the side. 7 strikeouts for Curtis Parch, but the Ducks get a run on 2 hits, including the 2-out RBI single from Mark Kraus. 1 runner left. And halfway through this one, it's the Ducks 3, the Revolution 2.
Hey fans, this is Yuri De La Rosa, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Bottom half of the fifth inning here at PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania. The Ducks on top of the Revolution 3-2. Thanks to another RBI base hit from Mark Krause, a two-out RBI single to left off of Curtis Parch. That's given the Ducks the 3-2 lead. Last night, Krause drove in 3. Today, he has driven in 2. And as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning, it'll be the top of the order for the Revolution. Alonzo Harris, Derek Robinson, and Joel Guzman against Dennis O'Grady, back out for his fifth inning of work. First pitch fastball is in for a called strike. And the count goes to 0-1. Harris 1 for 2 on the day. He singled to center in the second, fly to right in the first. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball, that's on the inside corner. And O'Grady's got himself 2 strikes, 0-2 the count. Again, Tyrell Harris was warming last inning. Nobody throwing right now for the Revolution, so we'll see if Parch has a 6th inning in him or if the Revs will go to their bullpen. 0-2 delivery, and Harris lifts one in the air foul first base side. This will go back and out of play. And we'll do it again at 0-2. O'Grady's looked pretty strong today. He's allowed 2 runs on 5 hits over 4 innings. Did give up the home run at Jared Mitchell in the second. And a couple of wild pitches. He has walked 2 as well. 5 strikeouts. 0-2. And this breaking ball misses the outside corner. What he has done very well in this game, especially from what I can tell behind home plate, is he's mixing up his pitches extremely well, between the fastball and the slider especially, and mixing up his location. So he's kept the hitters off balance throughout. 1-2. Fly ball in the air to right. Phelan Lantini drifts back into his left. He'll make the catch. Harris retired. And there is the first out of the fifth inning. Lots of day game action today in the Atlantic League. 3 morning games today in the Atlantic League. These 2 teams again will play later tonight. And then the only other night game is later on when the Barnstormers will host the Bluefish in Lancaster. The other 2 day games going on right now, the Somerset Patriots at it again against the New Britain Bees in Connecticut. 4-0 Patriots lead, top of the 7th innings. New Britain with just 1 hit in the ball game against Mitch Atkins, who has struck out 9 over 6 innings and has allowed just 2 walks. First pitch here is low for ball 1 to Derek Robinson. It was 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a ground out. Meanwhile, for the Bees, Jonathan Pettibone started. He has since given way to Brandon Fry, who allowed all 4 runs. And now Brandon League. Another miss from O'Grady. And he's behind now with 2 balls and no strikes. 3 RBIs from Olmo Rosario and 1 from Darren Ford leading the way for the Patriots as they lead it 4-0. The other afternoon game going on down in Southern Maryland, and it is a slugfest there. 2-0 fastball. That must have missed, I'm guessing, either down or outside. It was close. O'Grady wanted the call but didn't get it. So now it is 3-0 as the wind whips up again here in York. 3-0 pitch, there's the strike. And now the count 3-1. 10-9, the Skeeters lead it over the Blue Crabs, bottom of the 5th inning. Each side has scored 6 runs in the 5th inning. Brett Marshall started for Sugarland. Sean Gleason is now pitching as Robinson lifts one in the air to left center. Angelo Sonko to his left will make the catch. So Robinson retired on the fly out to left, 2 away for the Revolution here in the 5th inning. Meanwhile, for Southern Maryland, Pat Mish, another rough start for the former big league left-hander. Sam Runyon now on to pitch. Blue Crabs being led with 4 RBIs from Ryan Wiggins, 2 from Zach Cohn. As for Sugarland, they've got 3 RBIs apiece from Derek Miller and Josh Prince, 2 from Travis Scott. Bases empty, 2 outs. First pitch to Joel Guzman is downstairs for ball 1. Yankees winners last night 11-5 over the Blue Jays. As Tanaka got the win, Latos the loss. 2 more home runs for Aaron Judge, 2 more from Brett Gardner, and 1 for Aaron Hicks in the victory. Breaking ball here, misses outside. 2-0 now on Guzman. Mets, meanwhile, lost 9-7 to the Braves down in Atlanta. R.A. Dickey the win, Matt Harvey the loss. And the save to Jim Johnson. Mets homers, 2 from Jay Bruce and 1 from Asdrubal Cabrera. Another slider and another ball thrown by O'Grady. He's behind a 3-0 on Joel Guzman, with Michael Burgess waiting on deck. Yanks and Blue Jays again tonight. CC Sabathia for the Yankees. Long Island native Marcus Stroman goes for the Blue Jays. 7 o'clock at Yankee Stadium. Guzman takes a fastball in for a strike, 3-1. Mets and the Braves will hook up again down in Atlanta. Jacob deGrom for the Mets, and former Met Bartolo Colon will go for the Braves. 3-1 delivery. Guzman a half swing. Home plate umpire William Reuter says he went around for strike 2. Guzman does not realize it. He's already making his way to first. And now Guzman coming back and having a discussion with William Reuter because he thought that it should have been an appeal to first, but Reuter says that he went around. So the count is full at 3-2. And of course, the Rangers with a big win last night, 4-1 over the Ottawa Senators at Madison Square Garden in Game 3. Goals from Matt Zuccarello, Michael Grabner, Rick Nash, and Oscar Lindbergh. But the Rangers get back in that series. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Senators. 3-2 from O'Grady to Guzman on the way, and it is swung on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Nashville Predators also won last night against St. Louis to improve to 3-1 in their series. And in the NBA playoffs last night, Celtics and the Warriors picking up victories. O'Grady trying to retire the side in order here in the 5th. Another 3-2 to Joel Guzman, and he will swing and pop it up foul, first base side. This will go back into the seats, and we will do it yet again. O'Grady has thrown a hair over 80 pitches here this afternoon. Trying to get through 5 innings. No action for the Revolution in their bullpen, so looks as though Curtis Parch might come back out for a 6th inning of work. Payoff pitch from O'Grady to Guzman. Swing and a foul ball again. 3 straight foul balls off the bat of the Revolution first baseman, back here again with York. After playing for the Revolution a year ago and posting some pretty strong numbers. With 278 last year, 16 home runs, 85 runs batted in 122 games. Another 3-2 delivery. And Guzman swings, lifts one in the air to left. Back goes Angelo Sanco on the warning track. He will make the catch. Head high grab, and that will end the inning. For the first time today, the Revolution are retired in order, which means it's another PSEG Energy, Long Island Energy Efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save. One more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. 5 innings complete here in Pennsylvania. The Ducks on top of the Revolution, 3-2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Giovanni Alfonso, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We head to inning number 6 here at PeoplesBank Park with the Ducks leading the York Revolution 3-2. Fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks currently leading the league entering today in home runs. They have 11. Sugarland and New Britain with 10 apiece. But entering action today, the most home runs in the league, and 2 of those 11 home runs have come from the man who is at the plate right now, Angelo Sanko. Tyrell Harris, by the way, is now on a pitch for the Revolution, and Sanko greets him with the first pitch single to right field. So a good start for the Ducks against the new pitcher here in the 6th. Angelo Sanko, after striking out his first 2 times up to end the inning with runners on base against Curtis Parch, picks up the leadoff single to right. So that will bring Alex Berg up to the plate. Final line on Curtis Parch. He threw 5 innings today, 7 hits, 3 runs, all of which were earned. He walked 2 and struck out 7. Also hit a batter. First pitch here to Alex Berg is cut on and foul tipped into the glove of Tejeda for strike 1. 94 pitches, 56 of them for strikes for Parch. He can lose it, he cannot win it. Ducks are out hitting the Revolution 8-5 at this point. Sanko now 1 for 3. 0-1 from Harris, and Berg will swing and let the fly ball in the air to right, slicing towards the corner. Long run for Jared Mitchell. He won't get it, and it will one hop off the wall. Around second, heading for third is Sanko. He will stop right there. In at second base with a double is Alex Berg, his first hit of the day. And a good start for the Ducks here in the 6th inning, a single and a double, and they've got 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Tyrell Harris is on for the 2nd time in this series. He was the starting pitcher for the Revolution on Monday night, pitched 3 innings and faced a batter in the 4th, giving up a single to Alex Berg before the rains came in the middle of Dan Lyons' at bat. So he lasted only 3 innings through only 61 pitches. That's probably why he is back out on the mound again today. First pitch here to Dan Lyons, and a breaking ball comes high and inside, right over the head of Lyons. Infield is in all the way around here for the Revolution, and now time is called, as I guess the Revolution sees something in Tyrell Harris. Mark Mason's going to come out of the dugout, and Chong Choi, the trainer, is also going to make his way out. And they're going to check on the right-handed pitcher to see if he is okay. Choi and Mason in for a discussion. See if Harris is all right. I guess Harris has convinced him that he is okay. But obviously, 2 hits to start, a single and a double. And now first pitch ball to Dan Lyons. Here, some garbage tumbling around in front of our booth as that wind continues to whip up. It is blowing hard from left to right here at PeoplesBank Park right now, and that probably helped Alex Berg's double a bit. 1-0 to Lyons, and he'll swing and pop one in the air, foul back behind the plate to even the count at 1-1. 9 hits now for the Ducks, and again the infield is in all the way around to cut off a run at home plate. Sanko the runner at third, and Berger the runner at second base, with nobody out. Harris comes set, kicks and fires. Lyons takes inside and hit him. That caught him either on the left side or on the left arm, but he felt that one and was hunched over at home plate. That's the 2nd Ducks batter to be hit. I think that caught him in the arm because he was flexing that left hand after getting hit by that pitch. So Lyons will slowly make his way down to first base. Coming into action today, Ducks had been hit by a pitch 7 times, 2nd most in the league. Southern Maryland with 10 hit by pitches. And now 2 more here for the Ducks today. Reimold got drilled in the back in the 1st, and Lyons now here in the 7th. So the bases loaded for Long Island, nobody out, and a chance to extend this lead. Here is Elmer Reyes, the 9-hitter, and second baseman for the Ducks. Harris's first pitch, and Reyes pops it up foul. First base side of the plate, it'll go out of play. 0-1. There is action for the Ducks in their bullpen. Patrick Kreider warming up. Revolution also getting some action now going in theirs. I think O'Grady probably done after 5 strong innings here today. 0-1. Reyes takes down in the dirt. Excellent block made by the catcher Isaiah Tejeda. We'll even things up at 1-1. Reyes singled, stole second, and scored back in the second. Then popped out foul in the 4th inning in what turned into a double play. 1-1. Reyes, a fly ball in the air to right. Hit well, but slicing foul and up into the home run patio area. So now a 1-2 count on Reyes, with Lantini waiting on deck. Melvin Mercedes is the pitcher warming up in the pen for the Revolution down the right field line. Sanko takes his lead at third, Berg at second, and Lyons at first. With nobody out as we play in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-2, and Reyes is hit. This pitch comes up and catches him in the back. A bases loaded hit by pitch. Reyes is unhappy about it, and it's going to force in a run and give the Ducks a 4-2 lead. Back-to-back Ducks hitters hit by a pitch here in the 6th. And for the 3rd time this game, a Ducks batter is hit. So give Reyes an RBI, his 5th of the year. Scoring from third is Sanko. Berg moves to third base, and down to second goes Dan Lyons. The first 4 batters have reached against Tyrell Harris here in the 6th, and that is going to be all for the right-hander as Mark Mason will come out of the dugout and take the baseball. So the Ducks lead is now 4-2, and they are threatening for much more. Bases loaded, still nobody out, and a pitching change here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Four batters, 4 base runners for the Ducks here in the 6th inning. A single by Sanko, a double by Berg, a hit by pitch of Lyons, and a hit by pitch of Reyes have forced home a run, and the Ducks with their largest lead of the day. It's a 4-2 ball game. Now Melvin Mercedes will come out of the bullpen for his 2nd action of this series. And it'll be Phelan Lantini at the top of the order to bat for the Ducks. Mercedes comes set at the belt, his first pitch, and Lantini takes just down and inside. Fastball from Mercedes misses. It's 1-0 on Lantini. So Harris faces 4 batters, 2 hits, no walks or strikeouts, 2 hit batters. And is responsible for all 3 base runners as well as the one that's already scored. The 0-1, Lantini is swing and a miss. Or check that the 1-0 was swung on and missed. So now it is 1-1. Now Tejeda wants to go out and have a conversation with Mercedes. Remember Harris, after throwing the first pitch to Dan Lyons that came up and over his head, got a visit from Mark Mason and the trainer Chong Choi to make sure that he was okay. He convinced them that he was. but ended up hitting Lyons, ended up hitting Reyes. That spelled the end of his day. So it'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch here to Lentini, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a base hit back in the second inning. 1-1. Half swing on a ball down in the dirt. He went around. First base umpire Ian Kelly says he did so, and so now Lentini behind at 1-2. Mercedes pitched here on Monday night, throwing the 9th inning, and he got into some trouble. He hit Nolan Reimel with a pitch, walked Cody Puckett, and gave up a single to Angelo Sanco, but a double play helped him out. He got out of the inning by striking out Alex Berg. Also had a wild pitch in there, but ultimately found a way to avoid giving up a run at that point. Didn't matter as the Ducks hung on to win 8-7. 1-2 pitch now to Lentini, and he will check his swing on another breaking ball down in the dirt. Again, they will appeal. This time Ian Kelly says Lentini was able to hold up. And so that evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lentini last night, for the first time in his Ducks career, scored 4 runs in a game. It was the first time he did so since the 2011 season. Two-two. Ground ball hit towards the middle. It's gobbled up there by the shortstop Dent to second for 1, on to first, a double play. A run does come home as Alex Berg scores from third. So while he won't get the RBI, the Ducks add another run, and they lead it 5-2. So 6-4-3 on the double play. Second double play hit into by the Ducks today. Reyes is retired at second base. Berg scores his first run of the day and 5th of the season. Lyons moves to third. And now it'll be Delta Cleary Jr. to the plate. First pitch on the way. Cleary Jr. takes on the inside corner for strike 1. Another hit, a walk, and 2 more runs scored for Cleary Jr. today. He's now scored 10 times this season, trying to catch up to his teammate Phelan Lentini, who's up to 13. Cleary Jr. a half swing at a ball down in the dirt. He went around. So that is strike 2. Good job by Tejeda to keep the ball in front of him and keep Lyons at third base. So 0-2 on Cleary Jr. and Mercedes a strike away from getting back-to-back batters out and getting out of the inning with just the 2 runs scored for Long Island after they loaded up the bases with nobody out. From the stretch, here's the 0-2 pitch. Mercedes fires. Cleary Jr. another half swing at a ball down in the dirt. Lyons thought about coming home, got about a third of the way down the line, but stopped. And again, Tejeda doing a good enough job to keep it near home plate to prevent Lyons from scoring. Cleary Jr. was able to hold up enough for it to be ball 1 of the at-bat. Guzman playing right along the line at first. Here comes the 1-2. That's down in the dirt again. Tejeda does a great job blocking the ball. He's just done such good work behind home plate on a lot of these pitches down in the dirt in this series. He is getting his work out and doing everything he can to keep balls close enough to the home plate area where runners can't take off and try and score extra runs. So now it's a 2-2 count. Mercedes set at the belt, kicks and fires. Cleary Jr. swinging a line drive and a left. Right at Derek Robinson, though. He will make the catch, and that will end the inning. So the Ducks will settle for 2 runs here in the 6th, both charged to Tyrell Harris. They get 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits and 2 hit batters. No errors and 1 runner left on base. 5.5 in the books on this afternoon affair in York. Ducks in front of the Revolution by 3.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolette patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ducks have their biggest lead of the day, 5-2 Long Island in front of York, and Kevin Myers has made his first call to the bullpen as Patrick Kreider, the left-hander, will come on and relieve right-hander Dennis O'Grady. A strong start for the right-hander in his first start as a member of the Ducks. He had thrown 7 scoreless innings of relief coming into today, and while he could not keep York off the scoreboard, he did keep the Revolution from taking the lead at any point against Long Island. I'll get you his final line in a bit, but he did a good job today, gave the Ducks some more length, just like the left-hander Rafael Perez did yesterday. Now the Ducks will need the bullpen to pitch the final 4 innings of this game to try and secure the win. Kreider will be the first out of the pen for Kevin Baez. It's brought on to face the lefty here, Michael Burgess. Sometimes we see Kreider come in and just face a lefty, set up a lefty-lefty matchup. I do not see anybody else warming yet in the bullpen. So Kreider is looking like he'll be the guy to pitch the 6th. You have a righty in Burgess, lefty in Burgess, 2 righties in Tejeda and Pounds, and then another lefty in Jared Mitchell. If it gets to him, first pitch, Michael Burgess takes the breaking ball low and outside, 1-0. Burgess has been on base twice today. He singled up the middle in the first, advanced on a couple of wild pitches from O'Grady, but was stranded at third, then drew a walk in the third, was retired at second on a fielder's choice. Kreider's 1-0. Burgess takes a fastball down the chute for strike 1. O'Grady goes 5 innings today. He surrenders 5 hits and 2 runs, both of which were earned. Walked 2 batters and struck out 5. Kreider's 1-1. Burgess hits a pop-up in the air, foul, third base side, back into the crowd, and out of play, 1-2. O'Grady allowed 1 homer. That was Jared Mitchell's leadoff solo homer to right in the second, through 2 wild pitches, which led to a run scoring in the first. And through a total of 82 pitches on the day, 54 of them for strikes. And was in line to pick up the victory for the Ducks. 1-2 from Kreider, and Burgess, a half swing at a ball down low. He did not go. That was close. A half swing from Burgess, but Tim McCaffrey, the third base umpire, said he did not go around. So that will leave things up at 2-2. Again, with Burgess at the plate, the shortstop lines, ranges up the middle, Puckett at third base, well off the bag. Time is called here as a ball gets loose from the York bullpen. Again, the Revolution with action after Mercedes comes in and records all 3 outs after Tyrell Harris allowed the first 4 to reach. Harris responsible for both Ducks runs that scored in the 6th. 2-2 to Burgess, and he just got a piece. He was way out in front of an off-speed pitch by Kreider, but just did get enough to tap the baseball foul. So we'll have another 2-2 here from Kreider to Burgess to begin the 6th. Kick and the delivery, and Burgess swings and misses, strike 3. Got a fastball up and in, and Kreider blew it past him. First strikeout of the game for Patrick Kreider, and 1 away in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Now batting for the Revolution, your catcher, number 16.
Time to look at the numbers on Patrick Kreider this season. The left-hander in his 3rd season with the Ducks has pitched in 6 games. 0-1 record thus far and a 4.15 ERA. He's allowed 2 runs in 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Came in to face 1 batter here on Monday night and allowed a game-tying RBI double to Jared Mitchell. There's a strike over the inside corner. Came on after Tyler Wilson got 2 outs, had a lot of run at that point, then gave up an RBI single to Brian Pounds that made it a 1-run game. Kevin Bias set up a lefty-lefty matchup with Mitchell, but Mitchell ended up winning it to tie the game at 7. 0-1 at Tejeda is down and in, even up the count. Ultimately, though, the Ducks had the last laugh when Elmer Reyes drove in Dan Lyons with an RBI single in the 8th, and they won the game 8-7. Tejeda today has walked and reached on a fielder's choice, so he's 0 for 1. 1-1 delivery from Kreider. Breaking ball, catches the outside corner for strike 2. Good pitch from Kreider. He's got a hard fastball and a very good breaking ball. His curveball's his bread and butter. And when he's got that working, he can mix it with his fastball. And when he's throwing strikes, he is one of the top relievers in the Atlantic League. The key is, again, finding the strike zone. A few too many walks for him. 1-2, breaking ball down and in, almost caught Tejeda on the foot. But a nice job by Alex Berg to scoop that up. Now leaving the count at 2-2. Julio DePaula, by the way, is the right-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Revolution. So he will likely come on to pitch the 7th inning. Kreider looks in for the sign from Alex Berg and comes set. Here comes a 2-2 to Isaiah Tejeda, and it is swung on and popped in the air to right towards the line. Long run for Lantini, still chasing over towards the line, and in fair territory, he makes the catch. That wind that is blowing out to right field, helping take that ball further into the corner. But Lantini, with his speed, is able to catch up to it. Tejeda retired, and 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Brian Pounds will now come to the plate. We mentioned Patrick Kreider in his 3rd season with Long Island. Great numbers last year in 61 games, 3-2 record, a 1.67 earned run average. That was the 2nd lowest ERA of his career. Just outside, ball 1, taken by Pounds, who has struck out twice. Kreider had a 1.43 ERA in 65 games for River City in 2014 and was 7-0 that year. 1-0, down and in. Pounds took as the ball almost caught him on the foot. And now it is 2 balls and no strikes. Kreider 43 innings last year, allowed just 9 runs, 8 of them earned on 21 hits. Struck out 38, but the one area he wants to improve upon, 27 walks allowed in the 43 innings. 2-0, line drive into center. Delta Cleary Jr. racing back, but he is there and will make the catch at a 1-2-3 inning for Patrick Kreider in the 6th. Retires Burgess, Tejeda, and Pounds, the middle of the order in order. On to the 7th we go here at PeoplesBank Park. It's the Ducks 5 and the Revolution 2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Keith Couch, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark. There are exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia items now on sale there. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Mentioned that the Ducks are returning home on Friday. They will open up a 6-game homestand, which will conclude against these York Revolution next Wednesday. It'll be the first Waddle-In Wednesday of the season at Bethpage Ballpark. So we will have a select Ducks item on sale in the store that Wednesday and every Wednesday. So you'll want to make sure you visit the Waddle-In shop when you come to the game next Wednesday against the York Revolution, 6:35 p.m. start. Julio DePaula is in, and the first pitch is taken upstairs for ball one by Nolan Reimold, who has been hit by a pitch and struck out twice today. Here, a breaking ball catches the inside corner for a strike. That'll even things up at 1-1. Select Ducks item, 20% off all game long next Wednesday and every Wednesday at Bethpage Ballpark as part of Waddle-In Wednesdays. One of the weekly promotions for this year. 1-1 is a check swing, but it's taken for a called strike anyway by Reimold. And he is now behind at 1-2. Reimold looking for his first hit of the day. He takes downstairs. Now we're leaving up the count at 2-2. The Ducks out hitting the Revolution 9-5 on the scoreboard, and they lead it 5-2 in the run column. Action for the Ducks in their bullpen right now down the left field line. 2-2 from DePaula, and Reimold pops one in the air foul back behind the plate. This will go up and out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. Reimold with 8 hits in his first 36 at-bats of the year. He has driven in 4 runs and has scored 4 times. Again at 2-2. DePaula fires, and Reimold a broken bat flare towards the middle. That is going to be knocked down by Ryan Dent. His throw on a first, not in time, as the throw pulled Joel Guzman off the bat. So we'll see how it is scored. That was not an easy play for Dent. He did a good job to get to the baseball. But again, his throw was a little bit off target, and Guzman was safe. I believe that will be a base hit for Nolan Reimold, and it will mean that the Ducks, for the 3rd straight day, have 10 or more hits. They had 14 here on Monday, 10 yesterday, and now they've got 10 here today. So Nolan Reimold with the infield single. He is on at first to lead off the 7th against Julio DePaula. And now the lefty swinging Mark Krause, who has had another terrific ball game, back to the plate. Paula comes set in his first offering. Krause, a ground ball hit to second base, should be 2. They throw to second for 1, the return to first, not in time. Krause just beat it out. Took a little while for Alonzo Harris to get it to Ryan Dent, so it'll go down as a 4-6 fielder's choice. So Krause gets on the base path for the 4th time today. He had 2 RBI singles and a walk in his previous 3 trips to the plate. Here he loses the at-bat, but does get on base again. So 1 on, 1 out. Here is now Cody Puckett to the plate from the right side. First pitch to him is cut on and missed, a slider down and away. And it's 0-1. Puckett in the game, 1 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. He also singled back in the 3rd inning. Both of his strikeouts looking. 0-1 is foul tipped at home plate, right in between the legs of Tejeda. And now 0-2 on Puckett. Tyrell Harris, by the way, in the 6th inning, faces 4 batters, allows 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, no walks or strikeouts, and did hit 2 batters. Melvin Mercedes came in and got 3 big outs, the double play ball off the bat of Lentini and the fly out from Cleary Jr. to limit the damage. 0-2, Puckett grounds this one towards short. This could be 2. Flip to second for 1, on to first, and it gets past Joel Guzman. And it will go into and out of the dugout, which means that Puckett's going to go down to second base. I thought that ball hit off of the facing of the stands and carried him back onto the field, which at that point would be in play. But I guess they say it went into and out of the dugout or off of a partition next to the dugout, which is part of the stands. So again, it'll be a fielder's choice on what should have been a double play ball, 6-4 on the fielder's choice. And Puckett will make his way down to second base on what I believe will be an E4. No argument from the Revolution dugout. A couple of the players in the field thought that Puckett should not have gotten the free base. First pitch to Sonko is low. It gets through the legs of Tejeda. Puckett had thought about going for third, but he stops. And he will stay put there. So that'll be the second error of the ball game for York. Earlier today, an error on the center fielder Brandon Thomas, which allowed Reimold to go from second base to third base. Didn't come back to hurt him. This is an error on Harris, his second of the year. 1-0, down and away again. Tejeda had trouble with it, but again, keeps it close enough to home plate to where Puckett cannot advance. So it's a 2-0 count on Angelo Sanko, who led off the 6th inning with a base hit to right, ended up scoring on the bases loaded hit by pitch of Elmer Reyes. Before that, 2 strikeouts for Sanko. One swinging, one's looking. DePaula will step off the rubber and go through the signs again. He pitched 2 nights ago and in 2 innings allowed 3 runs on 4 hits to the Ducks. Pitched the 6th and the 7th. Here Sanko slashes one down the left field line, but foul. Out by the concession stands that are down the left field line. A couple of portable concession stands. Bricker's famous French fries is out there. Savory's funnel cakes, Kona Ice, which you can get at Bethpage Ballpark, is also out there. A nacho stand at Dickey's Barbecue Pit, all up on the left field concourse. 2-1 Sanko is down and in. Nice block made by Isaiah Tejeda to keep Puckett again at second base. So now the count is full at 3, or count, excuse me, is a good hitter's count. It's 3-1, not 3-2. DePaula is asking for time here, or I guess he was asking for the count, which is 3-1. A good hitter's count for Sanko, trying to tack on another run to this 3-run advantage for Long Island. Puckett will take his lead at second base. 3-1 delivery. And Sanko, it's a high drive in the air to right center. It's hit well. Back goes the right fielder Mitchell. He looks up, and you can forget it. Off of one of the beams on the scoreboard in right, Angelo Sanko with a 2-run blast. His second home run in as many days, 3rd of the season, and it's a 7-2 lead for the Ducks here in the 7th inning. Sanko points to the sky, steps on home plate, the fist bump for Cody Puckett. What a drive off the bat of Angelo Sanko, one of the deepest balls I have seen hit here. It went over the lawn seating area in right field, and it hit off of one of those tall white pillars immediately to the right of the video board in right center. What a shot for Angelo Sanko. Now the Ducks have homered in each of the first 3 games of this series. A 2-out blast, and now Alex Berg comes to the plate and lifts a fly ball down the right field line. Slicing foul, and this will go into the bullpen balcony seating area. And it is 0-1. So another home run for the Ducks. That is their 12th of the season. If they hit 100 home runs, they will have met the Chappie's home run challenge. And Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Another multi-hit game and another multi-RBI game for Sanko. We're starting to heat up as Alex Berg sends one a mile high in the air but foul behind the plate. And it's now 0-2. So Sanko has now picked up 2 hits in 3 straight games and in 4 of his last 5 contests. Again, his 3rd home run of the year. He had a solo blast leading off the 3rd inning last night. Berg takes outside for ball 1. And Angelo Sanko, who began the year as the Ducks' 4th outfielder, has now taken a starting spot with the departure of Nate Fryman and run with it. Berg takes low and outside again from Julio DePaula, and it's 2-2. Fryman had been playing first base, and Mark Krause had typically been the DH, or those two would switch, and Reimold was getting the starts at left field. Now with Fryman gone, Krause is playing first base, which means Reimold has typically been the DH and Sanko starting in left. 2-2 is inside, and that runs the count full at 3-2. But the good thing is the Ducks have a lot of versatility. Krause can play the corner outfield, first base and DH. Reimold can play left field and DH, and Sanko can play first base, the corner outfield, and if need be, DH. Payoff pitch to Berg, and a check swing roller foul up the first baseline. The Ducks come up again with 2 outs. Mark Krause in the 5th, a 2-out RBI single to left. And here in the 7th, a 2-out, 2-run home run to right by Angelo Sanko as the Ducks take advantage of a couple missed opportunities at double plays by the Revolution. 3-2, and Berg grounds one foul, third base side this time. And one thing that you really like that you've seen from the Ducks in this series, which they weren't doing over the weekend against New Britain, is that they've been scoring in multiple innings throughout the course of games. In the 3 games against New Britain, the Ducks scored in 1/2 inning in each game, and that was it. But they have been, in all 3 games of this series, consistently producing throughout the course of the game, and that's something that you really like to see from an offense. 3-2, Berg smacks one into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Alex Berg with his 2nd hit of the day and the 12th hit for Long Island in this game. Now the Ducks offense just keeping the line moving. So Berg now 2 for 4, Sonko 2 for 4. Dan Lyons is going to come to the home plate. I guess that swing by Alex Berg might have broken his bat. A little piece of it was in the home plate circle, so Lyons gives it to Reyes, who will then give it back to the Revolution bat boy. And here is Lyons, who has been on base twice in this game. First pitch, Lyons takes down and away, and another terrific block by Isaiah Tejeda. And it's 1-0. So DePaula has allowed multiple runs for the 2nd time to the Ducks in this series. Berg leads off at first, the 1-0, and Lyons takes a breaking ball at the knees for a called strike. And it is 1-1. DePaula came into today in 3 games, having allowed 5 runs, 3 of them earned in 3 1/3 innings on 6 hits, an 8.10 ERA. 1-1 is grounded foul behind the plate by Lyons. And now the count goes to 1-2. So for the Ducks today, a run in the first, a run in the first, a run in the second, another in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 2 more here in the 7th. 7 runs on 12 hits for the Ducks over the Revolution, who have 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. Here's the 1-2, and Lyons fouls it back to the screen. We'll do it once again at 1-2. Lyons a fly out to right in the 2nd, a single to left in the 4th, and then was drilled in the left arm by a pitch in the 6th. Good to see that he has stayed in this game. Again, I think it hit him in the arm. He was flexing out that left hand after he got hit. I don't know if it caught him by the elbow or anything. 1-2, another breaking ball. Lyons a good job to hold up. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Ducks shortstop. With all the offense we have had, especially from the Ducks side in this series, lots of slow-moving baseball. 3-hour, 26-minute game here on Monday, plus a rain delay, 3 hours yesterday. 2-2 is a breaking ball off the outside corner, and Lyons has worked the count full at 3-2, which means Berg will be off on the pitch from the Revolution right-hander. Jim Fuller had been warming up in the bullpen for the Ducks, so it looks like he will come on to pitch the 7th. 3-2, runner goes, and Lyons takes low, ball 4. So Dan Lyons, with terrific plate discipline, is able to draw a 2-out walk, the 3rd straight base runner for the Ducks with 2 men out against DePaula. A home run by Sonko, a single by Berg, and now a walk to Lyons. That's another Ducks walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in. 3 walks now for the Ducks in this game, and it'll be Elmer Reyes to the plate, the 9-hitter at second baseman, 7th man at bat in the inning for the Ducks. Berg leads at second and Lyons at first with 2 down. First pitch to Reyes. He takes a fastball for a strike. Right at the knees, 0-1. Reyes singled to center in the 2nd with 2 outs, stole second. Went to 3rd on the base hit by Lentini and came home when Lentini got in the rundown between 1st and 2nd. Popped foul into a double play in the 4th and was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the 6th. 0-1. Reyes a fly ball in the air down the right field line, foul. Slicing towards the stands. Guzman looks, and this will be back into the seats and out of play for strike 2. So DePaula quickly gets ahead of Elmer Reyes, 0-2. Reyes with an RBI and a run scored today, his first stolen base of the year. And everybody in this Ducks lineup has been on base safely at least once today. 0-2 is cut on and missed, strike 3, and DePaula is able to avoid any further trouble. But the Ducks continue to add to their lead as they put 2 more runs up on the board. 3 hits in the inning, 1 Revolution error, and 2 runners left on base. Time to stretch here at PeoplesBank Park. It's a 7-2 lead for Long Island.
Sanko, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Angelo Sanko with his second home run in as many days for Long Island. A 2-run blast at the top of the 7th inning against Julio DePaula. Threw 33 pitches in that inning for the York Revolution. And the Ducks have themselves their largest lead of the day at 5-7-2 is the score. Another pitching change for the Ducks. They call upon their second left-hander out of the bullpen. It is Jim Fuller who will come on to relieve Patrick Kreider, who pitched a scoreless inning and a perfect inning at that in the 6th. A strikeout and 2 flyouts induced by the left-hander. And it'll be the bottom 3 in the order against Fuller, lefty-righty switch hitter, in Mitchell, Dent, and Thomas here in the 7th. Ducks are out hitting the Revolution 12-5 in this game. First pitch on the way from Fuller. Mitchell will take a fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Jim Fuller, who did not pitch in the first 2 games of this series, will make his 6th appearance of the year for Long Island. And he has gotten off to a strong start this season in his first as a Duck. 0-1, fouled straight back. Right to the screen, it's 0-2. Just 1 hit and no runs or walks allowed in 3 2/3 innings for Jim Fuller thus far. 5 strikeouts for the left-hander, who was limited to 3 games due to injury last year, but seems to be pitching very well in the early going thus far for the Ducks. Left-hander ready to deal 0-2 to Mitchell. Kicks and fires, and Mitchell swings and misses. Strike 3. 92 on the scoreboard in right center for Jim Fuller as he blows the fastball by the lefty swinger, who had homered and reached on a bunt single in his first 2 at-bats. It's now 9 straight Ducks batters retired since that bunt single by Mitchell in the 4th. Eleven of the last 12 Revolution batters have been retired. Now Ryan Dent will step to the plate from the right side. First pitch from Jim Fuller, and he deals a strike over the inside corner on another fastball, 93 that time, 0-1. Fuller again with AAA Indianapolis in the Pirates organization last year, 3 games and allowed 2 runs in 3 1/3 innings, missed the rest of the season with injury. Before that, spent 2015 in the Athletics organization as the breaking ball misses outside, 1-1. 2014 was with AA New Britain when they were the Twins affiliate up at New Britain Stadium. He had a 2.41 ERA in 38 games that season. And before that, 6 seasons in the Mets organization. Fuller misses high and outside for ball 2. Was originally drafted by the Mets in the 21st round of the 2008 amateur draft. Made it up to AA Binghamton, but never got further than that. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch from Fuller. Kicks and deals. This misses inside, almost caught Dent. near the chest. And now it is 3-1. Dent today 0 for 2, a pop out to first, and a 5-4-3 double play ground out. Michael Click, meanwhile, is warming up in the Revolution bullpen. He pitched 2 nights ago. Fuller's 3-1 to Dent. Swung on and grounded to third. 2 hops for Cody Puckett. He fields on the backhand. His throw to first high, and it gets past Mark Krause. Karen was back onto the field. A throw back to first, just back in there. Safely is Dent, who had rounded first a bit. When the ball went past, the Ducks almost for a second time this season caught a runner doing that off of first. But Cody Puckett is going to be charged with his 5th error of the season. He has had some difficulty throwing over to first base on ground balls here in the early going. So there's the first error of the day for Long Island. A 1-out base runner here in the 7th inning. As Dent is on, and now Brandon Thomas will step up to the plate, the switch-hitting center fielder from the right side. Fuller gets the sign and comes set. First pitch on the way is swung on and missed. Another good fastball from Fuller for strike 1. Puckett began his Ducks career as a second baseman back in 2014, but has since moved over to third base. Now it'll be an 0-1. And this pitch hits the inside corner. Another 93-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike on Thomas, who has gone down on strikes twice today. Swinging in the second, looking in the fourth. And Fuller quickly ahead, 0-2, as he continues to throw a lot of strikes here in this inning. Fuller looks to first, deals to the plate, and Thomas will take a fastball a little bit above the belt. And so that is ball 1. Fuller at 5'10", 190 pounds. Will turn 30 on June the 1st of this season. Born in Brighton, Massachusetts, and now resides in Marlborough, also in Massachusetts. Sometimes called here as a ball escaped from the bullpen down the right field line. So now a 1-2 pitch coming. Dent takes his lead off first. Middle infield at double play depth. 1-2, and Thomas fouls one off back behind the plate. And so we will do it again. And we'll see what Kevin Baez does over the remainder of this ball game. He does have closer David Ardsma available, although right now not a safe situation. However, Amalio Diaz is not. Was feeling under the weather last night and today. 1-2. And a breaking ball misses up and outside from Fuller. That will even up the count. Tyler Levine will start game 2 at 6:30 tonight. So he'll make the first start of his professional career. I'm sure Kevin Baez is probably going to save Rob Rogers to relieve him after that. 2-2. Fuller missed up and outside with a fastball. So after getting ahead of Thomas quickly, Thomas has worked the count now full at 3-2 with a 1 out. We'll see if Mark Mason puts Ryan Dent in motion. Dent again reaching on the error by Puckett on the throw over to first. Here comes the payoff pitch from the left-hander. Kicks and fires. Dent does not go, and Thomas swings and foul tips it into the glove of Berg for strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning, 7th of the game for Ducks pitching. So there is the second out as Thomas has the hat trick. 3 strikeouts today. 2 away. That'll leave it up to Alonzo Harris. So here is Harris to the plate, 1 for 3 on the day. He's popped out to right twice, sandwiched around a single to center. Fuller's first pitch on the way, and Harris takes a fastball over the inside corner for strike 1. Fuller last pitch for the Ducks on Sunday, a scoreless inning of relief against New Britain, allowed a hit but nothing further, and struck out 2 in the 5-1 loss at Bethpage Ballpark. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside this time from the left-hander. That'll even things at 1 ball and 1 strike. 7-2, the Ducks lead it over the Revolution as we play in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Game 1 of this day-night twin bill. Now the 1-1. Fouled off first base side out of play. Back into the seats it goes, and it's now 1-2. Ryan Dent, who reached on the one-out error, remains at first. If Harris reaches, Derek Robinson will be next. Fuller looking to twirl a scoreless inning here in the 7th. And the 1-2 delivery to Harris is swung on and nubbed foul at home plate. He just got a little piece of it to stay alive. Right off the end of the bat and right down into the dirt. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Dent will take his lead off at first base. Krause holding him on there. Fuller kicks and fires, and Harris will swing and hit a ground ball to the right side. Weakly hit, charging in is Reyes. Bare hands, throws, got him. Nice play by Elmer Reyes. Only play that he could have made was with the bare hand, and he gets the job done. And Jim Fuller with another scoreless inning out of the Ducks bullpen. So in the inning for the Revolution, no runs, no hits, an error, and they leave a man on base. 7 innings of baseball complete here in game 1 of this day-night doubleheader, and the Ducks remain ahead by 5.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Well, then you should be following the Long Island Ducks on Twitter. So log on right now, twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and so much more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. Michael Pollock here bringing you the play-by-play from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania. We move to the 8th inning, and the Revolution call upon their 4th reliever of the game, Michael Click, will relieve Julio DePaula. 5 pitchers in this game for York, all righties. And Click will face the top of the order for the Ducks, Lentini, Cleary Jr., and Reimold, with Long Island leading by 5. First pitch fastball is belt high over the outside corner for strike 1 to Lentini, who has 1 for 4 in this game. Line at third, single to left, grounded to third, and hit into a 6-4-3 double play. But 2 of his at-bats did bring in runs. The 0-1 is cut on and either foul-tipped or missed. The ball went back behind the plate. Not sure if he actually touched it, but it's 0-2. In the second inning, Lentini singled to left with Reyes at second. Reyes went to third. When the throw came in towards the middle of the infield, Lentini started to go for second base. He got in a rundown, but got in it long enough to allow Reyes to score from third. And at the time, it gave the Ducks a 2-1 lead. 0-2 here, and Lentini swings and misses for strike 3. So on 3 pitches, Lentini goes down swinging. 8th strikeout for, check that, 9th strikeout for Revolution pitching. 1 out here in the 8th. Then Lentini's double play ball in the 6th scored Alex Berg to make it 7-2. I'll check that at the time. That made it 5-2, not 7-2. So now Delta Cleary Jr. to the plate with 1 out and the base is empty. Click's first pitch on the way. Cleary Jr. takes a fastball knee high for a strike, nothing at 1. Cleary Jr. a single and a walk among 4 plate appearances today. He has scored twice and stolen his 9th base of the season. 0-1. Takes down to the dirt, scooped out on the backhand. And now it's 1-1. Zach Treese has begun to warm in the bullpen for the Ducks, so Kevin Baez will likely bring him on for the 8th inning. He pitched 2 innings of relief last night to secure the win through 2 perfect innings for Long Island. 1-1. Cleary Jr. takes low, would not bite. On the pitch from Click, it's 2-1. Revolution right-hander has appeared in 3 games out of the bullpen for York. No record of 4.50 ERA. In 4 innings, he has allowed 3 hits and 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Pitched here 2 nights ago through 2 innings of relief after the rain delay as Cleary Jr. cuts on a fastball and misses for strike 2. After Tyrell Harris was lifted from the game, Click allowed a run on 2 hits and a walk in his 2 innings of relief. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cleary Jr. Right-hander Click comes set. Kicks and fires, and Cleary Jr. swings and grounds one foul along the first base line. Cleary Jr. stays alive with the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nolan Reimold will be next for the Ducks. As Click tries to keep this ball game right here at 7-2, Revolution can't afford to fall behind any further. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. Cleary Jr. a fly ball down the left field line against slicing foul and out of play, right off the end of the bat. A couple of kids go chasing after the baseball. Click a returner to this Revolution squad from Media, Pennsylvania, so he's a local product. 28 years old, and his 2-2 to Cleary Jr. is fouled off to the third base side. We will do it yet again at 2-2. Stands on the mound at 6'3", 210 pounds. He's only played independent baseball in his career, but has had some effective relief appearances. Has struggled at times though too. It's kind of a mixed bag for Michael Click. 2-2. Cleary Jr. a line drive to right center field. On the run over is Jared Mitchell. He dives and he makes the catch. A marvelous grab in right center field by Jared Mitchell to rob Delta Cleary Jr. of an extra base hit. Fabulous play on the run by Mitchell. And just like that, 2 outs in the 8th. Cleary Jr. denied his 2nd hit of the day. And not much more you can do after that. Put a good swing on it, hit the ball to the gap. But Jared Mitchell with his speed able to catch up to it as he makes a lunging grab. So 2 down. And up to the plate steps Nolan Reimold from the right side. First pitch. And the fastball is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Reimold today is 1 for 3. He was hit by a pitch in the first and then reached on an infield single to short in the 7th between 2 strikeouts. 0-1 is a check swing. They appeal the first and no swing, says first base umpire Ian Kelly. Now leaving the count at 1-1 on Reimold. 7-2 the Ducks lead here in the top of the 8th. Click, set, fires. And that misses low and outside for ball 2. Click last year, 48 games out of the bullpen, 2 starts for York. He was 7-3 with 5.25 ERA. 2-1. Reimold swings away and fouls this one back. So that will even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Zach Treese warming for the Ducks, so Kevin Baez planning on bringing him in for the 8th. And then we'll see what he does if it stays this way going into the 9th, as it's not a save situation. 2-2. Once again to Reimold. Click deals, and Reimold takes a fastball up in the zone. He would not bite. That runs the count full at 3-2. Base is empty, 2 down after that terrific catch in right field by Jared Mitchell to rob Delta Cleary Jr. of his 2nd hit. Payoff pitch. Reimold swings and grounds this one towards the middle. The shortstop Dent fields behind second. Throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. So the Ducks retired in order for the first time in this ball game. They had not been set down 1-2-3 yet, but they are here in the 8th by Michael Click. On to the bottom of the 8th we go. Ducks still in front, 7-2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Zach Treese, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Zach Treese is on for the Ducks as we move to the bottom half of inning number 8 here in South Central Pennsylvania. Long Island Ducks ahead of the York Revolution at 7-2. Jim Fuller, another scoreless inning out of the bullpen, no hits or runs allowed, did not walk a batter and struck out 2. The only man to reach against him was Ryan Dent, who got aboard on an error. And so Zach Treese, who pitched 2 perfect innings last night out of the bullpen for Long Island, will come on again here today. Treese threw 19 pitches yesterday, 12 of them for strikes. And struck out 2, retiring all 6 batters he faced. And now he'll face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Revolution.
Left fielder number 11, Derek Robinson.
So here is the leadoff man for the Revolution in this inning. It's Derek Robinson. He's actually the number 2 hitter in the order, but leads off here in the 8th against the right-hander Zach Treese with the long flowing blonde hair out the back of his cap. First pitch on the way. And the fastball just misses the outside corner for ball 1. Robinson today 1 for 3, singled in his first at bat back in the first, later scored on a wild pitch from Dennis O'Grady. 1-0 here, that's in for a strike. Another good fastball from Treese, it's 1-1. After the single, Robinson grounded back to the mound in the second inning. And then in the 5th, he popped out to the left fielder Angelo Sanco. 1-1, ground ball past the mound. Elmer Reyes ranges to his right, throws on a first in time for the out. And Robinson retired for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Revolution have not gotten a hit since the 4th inning, when Jared Mitchell reached on a bunt single. Their last hit to the outfield came in the 2nd with 2 outs when Alonzo Harris singled up the middle. The Ducks pitching staff from O'Grady to Kreider to Fuller, and now Treese has done a terrific job here this afternoon. Here's Joel Guzman from the right side. He's 0 for 3 today. First pitch from Treese, and Guzman swings through the fastball for strike 1. Guzman a strikeout swinging in the first, a ground out back to the mound in the 3rd, and a fly ball to left in the 5th. Here's the 0-1. Guzman swinging a miss on a slider down and away. And Zach Treese quickly ahead at 0-2. Treese has had some up and down moments here in the early going of the season, but a very good performance from him last night. Vintage Treese, what we saw last year and at other points this season. Slider is in for a called strike 3. And on 3 pitches, Joel Guzman is retired. First strikeout for Zach Treese. And the 9th for Ducks pitching today.
Next up for the Revolution, your designated hitter, number 21, Michael Burgess.
2 down here in inning number 8, and Michael Burgess will now come up to bat. Treese in 7 games this year, 1-1, a 4.50 ERA. He has allowed 6 runs, 4 earned, in 8 innings, 6 hits, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts. He has certainly been unhappy with the walk total. And the first pitch misses down and in for ball 1. Treese has said he knows he has to be better, but also has felt at times he's gotten squeezed a little bit in terms of the strike zone. 1-0 here, and Burgess lifts a fly ball down the left field line, slicing foul out of play. It's 1-1. Left-hander Jared Morton, who was roughed up a bit by the Ducks last night, is warming in the bullpen, and he will likely come on to pitch the 9th inning. Burgess today has singled, walked, and struck out in his 3 plate appearances. Takes a slider low and in here, and that will run the count to 2-1. And the infield shifts to the right side. Lions playing back behind second. Puckett way off of third. 2-1 to Burgess. Grounded past the mound, but right where Dan Lyons is. He will field and throw to first. And Zach Treese has thrown a scoreless inning here in the 8th. Patrick Kreider, Jim Fuller, Zach Treese. 3 scoreless innings out of the bullpen thus far for the Ducks. 1, 2, 3 go the Revolution. We go to the 9th. Here in York, Ducks lead it over the Revolution 7-2.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Ninth inning coming up here at PeoplesBank Park. Long Island Ducks leading the York Revolution 7-2. 7 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error for the Ducks. As for the Revolution, they've got 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. Scoreless innings out of the bullpen thus far from Patrick Kreider, Jim Fuller, and Zach Treese. Long Island will have one more opportunity to try and extend the lead even further. And for the Revolution, in the bottom of the 9th, they'll be sending up Tejeda, Pounds, and Mitchell. They're 5, 6, and 7 hitters. But first, the Ducks will have some more opportunity to score, as it will be Jared Martin who takes over, the left-hander on the mound for the Revolution. Their first lefty of the day. They had pitched 5 right-handers beforehand: Parch, Harris, Mercedes, DePola, and Click. And now Martin will come on after pitching 1 inning last night and allowing 2 runs. So Mark Krause is going to lead things off for the Ducks, the first baseman and cleanup hitter for the Ducks. Get you some final lines, by the way, on some of these York pitchers that have pitched in this game today. Last couple relievers, we had not gotten those lines to you, so we'll get those to you in a bit. Here's Krause to lead off in this lefty-lefty matchup. And the first pitch is taken on the outside corner, fastball for a strike. Julio DePaula threw 1 inning. He came on to pitch the 7th and allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, both of which were earned. 0-1 from Martin. Kraus takes another fastball that misses down and away to even the count at 1-1. DePaula walked 1 and struck out 1, and he gave up a home run, the 2-run blast by Angelo Sanko, who's due up 3rd in this inning. 1-1, Kraus lifts a broken bat, fly ball into left, racing in, and making the grab is the left fielder Derek Robinson to retire Kraus, out number 1 here in the 9th inning. And for Kraus, he is now 2 for 4 in this game with 2 more RBIs and a walk.
Now batting third baseman number 2, Cody Puckett.
So Morton, again, as we mentioned, came in to pitch last night, pitched in the 6th inning, and he allowed 1 hit, the single to Lentini, 2 runs, 1 of which was earned thanks to the error that allowed Cleary Jr. to reach. First pitch here to Cody Puckett. Takes a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Also walked 2 batters, Reimold and Kraus back-to-back in the inning. And a run came in. Lentini scored on a wild pitch by Martin. And the other run, Cleary Jr. on a fielder's choice off the bat of Puckett. Puckett takes outside this time to even the count at 1-1. Today, the Ducks infielder is 1 for 4. Singled back in the 3rd inning. He's also struck out twice, reached on a fielder's choice in the 7th, and came home on Sanko's home run. Here comes the 1-1. Martin comes set, fires to the plate. Puckett hits a little number out in front of home plate. Tejeda, the catcher, will barehand it and throws on a first in time for the out. So it's 2-3 on the putout as Puckett is retired, 2 away, and then we'll leave it up to Sanko. Michael Click, by the way, a perfect inning in the 8th. A strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. Looked like he was going to give up a hit when Cleary Jr. lined one to right center, but Jared Mitchell made a fantastic grab. So zeros across for Click aside from the strikeout column where he had 1. 2 away for Martin here to begin the 9th. And now it is Angelo Sanko to the plate, the lefty hitter. Sanko with 2 more hits and 2 more RBIs today, as well as a pair of runs. First pitch swinging and make it 3 hits for Sanko as he smacks one past Ryan Dent and into left center. First 3-hit game of the year for Angelo Sanko, who struck out in his first 2 at-bats, leaving runners on base both times, but has now singled, homered, and singled in his 3 at-bats since.
Now batting the catcher number 23, Alex Berg.
So 1 away now, Alex Berg will come to the plate. I think the York Revolution bat boy forgot the bat of Angelo Sanko on that base hit. So Alex Berg tosses it back towards the Ducks dugout. Here is Alex Berg to bat. He's 2 for 4 today with a double and a single. He's also scored a run. Takes the first pitch fastball low from Jared Martin. David Aardsma is warming up in the bullpen down the left field line for the Ducks. So Aardsma, despite it not being a safe situation, looks like he is going to come on and pitch in the 9th. Ducks need 1 more run to make it 3 straight games with 8 runs. And Berg takes outside for ball 2. They scored 8 on Monday in an 8-7 win. They scored 8 last night in an 8-2 victory. And they lead it 7-2 right now with Sanko at first and 2 away. Martin gets the sign from Tejeda and comes set. Sanko leads at first as Berg takes a fastball over the inside corner for strike 1. Berg had struck out his first time up in the 2nd, a foul pop to first in the 4th, and doubled and scored in the 6th, and singled and got to second base in the 7th, but was stranded there. 2-1. There's a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. That'll even things up at 2-2. And Martin looking for the final strike and final out of the 9th to send it to the bottom half of the inning. The Ducks are out hitting the Revs 13-5 today. 1 shy of their season high in hits, which they've done twice. 2-2. And Berger lines one in the air down the right field line. It's going to be over the head of Guzman, but foul. 1 hops into the seats. And now a race for the baseball from about 3 kids. One of them's got themselves a souvenir. We'll do it again at 2-2. Again, if you're just joining us, this is game one of a day-night doubleheader today, a 6:30 start time for game two. Tyler Levine will go for the Ducks, Steve Janis for the Revolution. And then both of these teams will enjoy an off day tomorrow. The Ducks will head back to Long Island, and they will open up a 6-game homestand beginning on Friday night against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. These two will meet again on the back end of the homestand. Meanwhile, the Revolution will head to Somerset on Friday to take on the Patriots at a 3-game weekend set. Timeout is called here as Berg awaits a 2-2 offering from Jared Martin. Pitch on the way. Berg lines one into right field, and he's got himself his third hit of the day. Mitchell picks it up and fires it back in, and the Ducks cooking again with 2 outs here in the ninth. Back-to-back singles the opposite way. Sonko to left, Berg to right. And now Dan Lyons will have an opportunity to come to the plate for the 5th time. First 3 hit games of the season for both Sonko and Berg. Sonko with a trio of 2 hit games, as does Berg. They've each got 3 now here today after being retired in their first 2 at-bats against Curtis Parch. And Dan Lyons takes outside ball 1. Lyons has been on base 3 of the 4 times he has come to the plate. A single in the 4th after a flyout in the 2nd, hit by a pitch in the 6th, and walked in the 7th. 1-0 delivery. Lyons takes inside. It missed him, but it went off the glove of Tejeda. Not far enough away to allow either runner to advance, and it's 2-0. Left-hander Jared Martin out of Bakersfield, California, 6'4", 230 pounds. He is 27 years old. And the 2-0 Lions take it all the way. It's on the outside corner for strike 1. Every Ducks batter has been on base in this game. And everybody's got at least 1 hit as well. Part of the 14 hit attack now, for Long Island. As Lyons takes outside for ball 3. So the Ducks, for the 2nd time in this series, have 14 hits. For the 3rd time this season, they have done that. And again, if they can get Sonko in from second, it would mark 3 straight games with 8 runs. What a turnaround from the weekend series against New Britain. 3-1 taken all the way. That's in for strike 2 to Dan Lyons. So that has run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And with 2 men on, the runners will go on the pitch from Martin to Lyons. Martin from the stretch. Runners go. The 3-2 is taken low and outside, ball 4. Jared Martin did not get the strike call on the 3-2 delivery, so Dan Lyons works out a 2-out walk. 3 straight have now reached with 2 out against the Revolution left-hander. And another Ducks walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in. Ducks have now drawn 4 walks in this game. And now Sonko at third, Berg at second, Lyons at first with 2 away. Here's Elmer Reyes to the plate. First pitch to him is fouled straight back to the screen. Good cut. But knocks it back to the screen, and it is 0-1. Reyes is 1 for 3 today with an RBI and a run scored. After a single in the 2nd, he came around to score and drove in a run with the bases loaded, hit by pitch in the 6th. Takes off the outside corner this time from Martin. Fastball. And I believe in the count at 1-1. Martin having to throw a lot of pitches here. 21 in this inning. Got the first 2 batters out with East Krause on a fly ball, Puckett on a ground out to the catcher. But we'll have back-to-back singles and then a walk since. On the bases loaded with Ducks. The 1-1. Reyes takes a breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Good hard slider, and now the count goes to 1-2 on the Ducks' second baseman. Again, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the order for the Revolution against David Ardsma, who has been warming in the bullpen for Long Island. Time is called here at home plate. Another game over 3 hours here in York. And the Ducks offense, a big reason why, with 7 more runs and 14 more hits up on the scoreboard and left. 1-2, and Reyes a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Jared Martin comes back and strikes out Reyes with a fastball. Got a little hairy for the left-hander, but he gets out of further trouble. For the Ducks, no runs, 2 hits, and they leave the bags full. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Ducks will try and make it 3 straight wins as they lead the Revolution 7-2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. David Artsma on to try and close this one out. Day game of this day-night doubleheader. The Ducks with a 7-2 lead as we go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Zach Treese, a perfect inning in relief in the 8th. Struck out 1, and thus far today, the bullpen trio of Kreider, Fuller, and Treese. 3 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Exactly what you'd like to see. The only base runner that has gone on against the 3 was Ryan Dent when he reached on the error by Cody Puckett in the 7th. So David Artsma, the closer, will come on in a non-save situation, and he'll face Isaiah Tejeda, the catcher, Brian Pounds, the third baseman, and Jared Mitchell, the right fielder. David Artsma earned the save here on Monday night, and an incredible job by him to nail it down after he came on trying to protect a 1-run lead, allowed back-to-back singles to Michael Burgess and Isaiah Tejeda to open up the inning. A sac bunt moved the runners over, but Artsma got Jared Mitchell to hit a hard ground ball to Mark Krause, keep the runners where they were, and then Ryan Dent popped out to right field to end the game. The Ducks won it 8-7. They won last night 8-2 and trying to make it a 7-2 win and take their first series of the season. So here's Isaiah Tejeda to lead off from the right side. He is 0 for 2 with a walk today. First pitch from Artsma, and Tejeda takes a nice breaking ball that must have missed a little high and inside. Looked pretty good from here. And the count goes to 1-0. Tejeda walked back in the first, grounded into a fielder's choice in the third, and popped out to right field in the 6th inning. Artsma's 1-0, kicking the pitch, and that's smacked over the mound. Nice diving stop by Elmer Reyes, throws, and it is caught by Krause right into the dirt. Great play by Elmer Reyes and Mark Krause to team up for the first out of the inning. That was smacked hard past the mound, and Elmer Reyes, sliding to his right, was able to make the stop, threw it. I think he had gotten to his feet, but barely. Threw it a little low to first, but Krause on the backhand grabbed it. And a good play by Reyes for the first out. The Ducks have played very strong defensively, minus the error from Puckett earlier in this game. But thankfully for the Ducks, it did not come back to bite them. So Brian Pounds now to the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts on the day. Artsma's pitch. Pounds a swing and a miss. Good fastball from the righty at 90 for strike 1. Artsma thus far has pitched in 4 games, 2 saves, 1-0 with a 2.25 ERA. A run on 4 hits in 4 innings. He has walked 3 and struck out 5. This pitch misses down low. In the dirt towel to Pounds. Alex Berg grabbed it out of the dirt. So that evens up the count at 1-1. Looking in for the sign is Artsma. He gets the pitch he likes. delivers. Pounds takes a nice curveball on the outside corner for strike 2 from the right-hander, who spent 9 seasons in the major leagues. Spent time with the Yankees, spent time with the Mets, among a host of other teams. Originally made it to the big leagues with the Giants in 2004. 1-2 delivery, a swing and a miss, strike 3, 92 on the fastball from Aardsma. As he blows the pitch past Pounds, who has a hat trick today with 3 strikeouts. That is the 10th strikeout for Ducks pitching, and Long Island 1 out away from victory here in game 1 of the doubleheader. After the final out, don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming up next. We're going to recap this game for you, hand out the Player of the Game award, take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Lots of early action today. And then we'll set you up for game 2 of the doubleheader. Aardsma's first pitch to Jared Mitchell inside, and it caught him. At least I believe it caught him. Mitchell's going to make his way down to first, so indeed it did. Ducks have had 3 batters hit in this game. I can't imagine at any sort that was any malintent from Aardsma, who is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet. But either way, Mitchell is on with 2 outs. Just the second batter to reach for the Revolution since the leadoff hitter of the 4th inning. And again, York does not have a hit to the outfield since the 2nd inning when Alonzo Harris singled to center. They've flown out to the outfield, but they have not picked up a base hit to the outfield since. That wind continuing to whip very hard here in York. First pitch on the way to Ryan Dent, and he takes outside for ball 1. Well, Dent has made the final out of the first 2 games of this series, both on fly balls to right. And we'll see if he can make it 3 for 3 on final outs. Mitchell leads at first, cross playing behind the runner as Dent swings and misses at a fastball for strike 1. Dent this afternoon is 0 for 3. Popped to first in the 2nd inning, grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in the 4th, and then reached on the error by Puckett in the 7th. Ray is shaded up the middle. Here comes the 1-1 from Aardsma. Kicks and fires. Dent checks his swing, takes the ball downstairs. And the count goes to 2-1. Many of the kids are still here. A bunch have left, though, but there are still a few that are in attendance to watch here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2-1 pitch coming from David Aardsma. Kicks and fires. Dent will swing and foul this one right off the noggin of Alex Berg. Got a little piece of it, and the ball went straight off of the helmet. So home plate umpire William Reuter will give him a couple seconds to compose himself, make sure he is all right. And the Ducks are a strike away from their 3rd straight win. Long Island with a 7-2 lead here in the bottom of the 9th inning. They scored a run in the 1st, a run in the 2nd, 1 more in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th. To get them to where they are, both of York's runs coming, single runs in the 1st and 2nd innings. So it'll be a 2-2 delivery from Aardsma. He comes set. Kicks and fires to the plate, and Dent will swing and pop this one in the air. Foul first base side. Kraus gives this one a look, but this will be out of play. And Dent manages to stay alive. So we will do it once again at 2-2 after Mitchell was hit by a pitch with 2 outs in the inning. Shortstop steps back in. Aardsma comes set on the mound. Mitchell leads off first. The 2-2 pitch is fouled off the knob of the bat. Dent tried to hold up on his swing, and the ball just caught a little piece of the knob of the bat. So again, he stays alive. And it'll be Tyler Levine, the right-hander, going for the Ducks. The East Meadow native in game 2 of the doubleheader. Steve Janis, a right-hander, will make his 3rd start of the year for York in the nightcap. Another 2-2 from Aardsma, swinging a foul ball, first base side. Dent will not go down easily, fighting off several tough pitches. And we will have yet another 2-2. Brandon Thomas, who has struck out 3 times, waiting on deck for the York Revolution. Sure, we'll see some lineup changes on both sides for game 2. Ardsma's 2-2 once again to Dent. A long wait on the mound, now fires to the plate. Dent will line this one into right center. Cleary Jr. racing in, still on the run, and this is going to drop in front of Lantini, a base hit. Runner going for third, and the throw coming in is not in time. Oh my, David Ardsma collided with William Reuter, the home plate umpire, who was racing over to third base. And now Ducks trainer Dottie Pitchford and Chong Choi, the trainer for the Revolution, are out of the dugout to check on him. And a hard collision on the third base side of the field. And Reuter is back up to his feet, and hopefully he is okay. Totally unintentional. And David Ardsma with a pat on the shoulder for Reuter, who seems to be all right. So Ryan Dent has his first hit of the game, a little bloop single to shallow right. Lantini picked it up and quickly fired it in towards third base as Mitchell was trying to go from corner to corner on the play. And when the throw came in, Ardsma was trying to go back up third base like he is told to, and Reuter, the home plate umpire, will cover third base in those situations, since the third base umpire, Tim McCaffrey, is out near second base with the 3-man umpiring crew. And Ardsma did not see Reuter. Reuter did not see Ardsma, and the two collided hard in foul territory on the third base side, but thankfully everybody seems to be all right. So the Revolution's still alive here. A hit by pitch and a single with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And now Brandon Thomas, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, comes to the plate. First pitch from Ardsma, and Thomas takes the fastball upstairs, 1-0. Thomas went down swinging in the second, looking in the fourth, both against Dennis O'Grady, and then went down swinging in the 7th inning against Jim Fuller. 1-0, there's a fastball strike right over the outside corner to even things up at 1-1. A ground out and a strikeout to begin the inning. The next 2 have reached. York now with 6 hits in the game, their first hit to the outfield since the 2nd inning. 1-1. High pop-up foul. Third base side of home plate. Berg and Puckett looking. Berg chasing to the stands. It ends up landing on the field of play on the grass. Alex Berg had absolutely no idea where that ball was. Lost it in the sun. I think he thought off the bat that was going into the stands, but that absolutely was a catchable ball. And he just could not get to it because he didn't see where it was. So now it's 1-2 on Thomas. And once again, Ardsma a strike away from sealing this game. 7-2 Ducks in the 9th inning. Ardsma gets the sign from Berg and comes set. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch on the way to Brandon Thomas is swung on and missed strike 3. Ball down in the dirt. Berg will throw on to first base for the final out of this game. This ball game is over, and the Long Island Ducks have won their first series of the 2017 season. They win their 3rd straight game over the York Revolution, this one by a final count of 7-2. Well, again, another strong performance all around for the Ducks. The offense strikes yet again, 7 runs for the 3rd straight game. 14 hits for the 2nd time in this series, 3 straight games with double-digit hits. And they get some great defense as well and win this game 7-2. In the 9th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left for the Revolution. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming up next. We're going to recap this game and hand out the Player of the Game award. Long Island Ducks win it tonight, or win it today, I should say, by the final count of 7-2.
Hey fan, this is the pitcher Amali Diaz, and you listen to the Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Three straight wins for the Long Island Ducks after dropping 2 or 3 over the weekend to the New Britain Bees, in which they combined for 7 runs. The Ducks have now scored 23 runs in 3 games here against the York Revolution. They win it today 7-2 in game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. With 3 straight wins to open the series, Ducks have guaranteed themselves their first series victory of the 2017 season, and they will now go for their first sweep of the year in Game 2 of the doubleheader, which will begin at 6:30 p.m. later this evening. So let's recap this game for you. The first 2 innings, both sides were trading runs. Again, it was 2 relievers on the mound today for the Ducks. It was Dennis O'Grady, and for the Revolution, it was Curtis Parch. Ducks got the scoring started in the first inning when, with 1 out, Delta Cleary Jr. drew a walk. Nolan Reimold was hit by a pitch, and Mark Carouse knocked in the first of his 2 RBIs of the game, a single to center, and that gave the Ducks a 1-0 lead. In the bottom half of the first inning, though, Derek Robinson singled to right with 1 out, and then with 2 away, Michael Burgess singled to center to put runners at the corners. A wild pitch would bring home Robinson and move Burgess to second, and then another wild pitch moved Burgess to third, so it was 1-1 at that point, but Pound struck out to end that threat. In the second inning, the Ducks took the lead back. With 2 outs, Elmer Reyes singled up the middle to center. He would go on to steal second base, and then Phelan Lantini came to the plate, one of the more wild plays of the game. A single to left field by Phelan Lantini moved Reyes to third after the steal. And then Lantini, to throw in, thought about going for second base, ended up getting caught in a rundown, but he was able to stretch the rundown long enough to allow Reyes to score from third. And that put the Ducks in front 2-1. Bottom half of the second inning, though, Jared Mitchell led off the frame and hit a solo home run to right, his first of the year, and that tied up the ball game once again at 2 apiece. It would stay 2-2 until the top of the 5th inning, when Curtis Parch, in his 5th inning of work, allowed a 1-out infield single to Delta Cleary Jr. Cleary Jr. would steal his 9th base of the year, taking second, and after a strikeout from Nolan Reimold, Mark Krause went the opposite way for an RBI single into left. Scoring from second was Cleary Jr. The Ducks had the lead for good there at 3-2. In the 6th inning, Long Island would add 2 more against Tyrell Harris, who had started here 2 nights ago but was limited to 3 innings. First 4 batters of the inning reached against Harris on a single by Sanko, a double by Berg, Lyons was hit by a pitch, and then Reyes was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to bring in a run. Melvin Mercedes came on, got a double play ground out from Phelan Lantini, but Alex Berg scored on the play. So that made it a 5-2 game. And then after a scoreless inning from Kreider in the bottom of the 6th, the Ducks added 2 more in the 7th when Nolan Reimold singled too short to open up the inning. A fielder's choice ground out by Krause, put a runner at first with 1 out. Puckett then reached on a 6-4 fielder's choice on what should have been an inning-ending double play, and an error moved Puckett to second. That set the stage for Angelo Sanko, and Sanko crushed his 2nd home run in as many days, 3rd of the season, a 2-run blast to the scoreboard in right. And that put the Ducks in front 7-2. The Ducks bullpen was masterful today. Kreider, a scoreless inning, 1-2-3 in the 6th. Jim Fuller, a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts in the 7th, allowed just 1 runner to reach on an error. 1-2-3 inning from Zach Treese with a strikeout in the 8th. And David Artsma, a scoreless 9th. He hit a batter and allowed a single with 2 outs in the 9th, but struck out 2 in the inning. The Ducks as a team struck out 11 batters, and they win it by a final count of 7-2 over the York Revolution. Final totals from this game: for the Ducks, 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. They left 11 on base. For the Revolution, they get 2 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. They left 7. The winning pitcher, Dennis O'Grady, his first win in a Ducks uniform, 5 innings, a 2-run ball. Gave up 5 hits and 2 walks, striking out 5 through 82 pitches, 54 of them for strikes. So he improves to 1-0. Curtis Parch, the loss, drops to 0-2 as he allowed 3 runs on 7 hits over 5 innings, walking 2. He did strike out 7, though. no save in the game. We don't have a time of game or an attendance for you just yet, but we will get that to you as soon as we have that. Either way, the Ducks win it by a final count of 7-2. As today's player of the game, it's going to go to Angelo Sanco, who started off his day 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, but finished it 3 for 5, his second home run in as many days. He drove in 2 and scored 2. So today, Angelo Sanco earns our player of the game award. We'll take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll wrap things up here for game 1 of the doubleheader.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Back here at PeoplesBank Park, the Ducks win it 7-2 in game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. They have won 3 straight here against the Revolution to earn their first series win of the year, and they will go for a sweep of this 4-game set in about 4 hours, 6:30 p.m. start time for game 2 of this day-night twin bill. Before we head out the door for game 1, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. A couple of early games today in the Atlantic League, and in New Britain, Connecticut, it was the Patriots winning yet again. They've taken it by a final of 5-1 over the New Britain Bees. Mitch Atkins, the win, improved to 2-1. He struck out 9 in 6 innings of shutout baseball, allowed just 2 hits and 2 walks. Jonathan Pettibone started and pitched very well for New Britain, but Brandon Fry allowed 4 runs in relief. He takes the loss to fall to 0-1. No save in that game. There were no RBIs. Patriots were led at the plate by Olmo Rosario, who had 3 RBIs, while Darren Ford drove in the other run. John Griffin had the lone RBI for New Britain. So Somerset maintains their 2-game lead over the Ducks in the Liberty Division. Meanwhile, in the other early game, it was a slugfest down at Southern Maryland. The teams combined for 23 runs on 27 hits. Sugarland, though, comes out on top 12-11 over the Blue Crabs. Sean Gleason, the win in relief of Brett Marshall, improves to 1-0. Pat Mish roughed up for 9 runs in 4 2/3 innings. He's got an ERA of 13 now this year. He is 0-2. And Haynes picks up his first save for Sugarland. Josh Prince with his first home run of the season for the Skeeters. Jeremy Barfield with 2. His 4th and his 5th. Travis Scott went deep for his 2nd. Miller with his first of the season. Derek Miller for the Skeeters. Gary Brown went deep for Southern Maryland, his 2nd. And Ryan Higgins, his first of the year for the Blue Crabs. So a homer party in Southern Maryland, but it's the Skeeters who come out on top 12-11. In addition to our game later here, the Barnstormers will host the Bluefish at 6:30 p.m. from Clipper Magazine Stadium, 30 minutes off to our east. Again, on the Major League scoreboard, Yankees were winners last night, 11-5 over the Blue Jays. The Mets last night, a 9-7 loss to the Braves. And this evening, those two teams will do it again against each other. Yankees against the Blue Jays at 7 o'clock at Yankee Stadium. CC Sabathia for the Yankees, 2-1, 4.34 ERA. Marcus Stroman for the Blue Jays, 2-2 with a 2.97 earned run average. Mets and the Braves at 7:35 down in Atlanta. It's Jacob deGrom for the Mets, 1-1. The 2.84 ERA, and the former Met Bartolo Colon for the Braves, 1-2 with a 5.59 earned run average. So that'll do it for the out-of-town scoreboard in the major leagues and in the Atlantic League. Well, set you up. Game 2 of this doubleheader will begin, as we mentioned, in about 4 hours, a 6:30 p.m. start time here at PeoplesBank Park. The Ducks will send right-hander Tyler Levine to the mound, an East Meadow native who played at East Meadow High School, and then at SUNY Old Westbury for his collegiate baseball, makes his first start as a Duck and the first of his professional career. He has made one relief appearance thus far after getting signed last week. 1 inning, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout on Sunday against New Britain. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Revolution, Steve Janis, the right-hander, will make his 3rd start of the year. Thus far, 1-1 with an ERA of an even 4. He's allowed 2 earned runs in both of his outings, pitched on April 22nd in New Britain, and allowed 3 runs, 2 earned in 4 innings to take the loss, but earned the win his last time out here on Friday against Somerset. Pitched 5 innings of 2-run ball, did allow 4 walks and 5 hits, and struck out 4 in a 5-4 win. So he will make his first start against the Ducks, and Long Island will look to sweep this 4-game series from the York Revolution. That'll do it for us here on this Wednesday afternoon. Once again, the final score was the Long Island Ducks 7 and the York Revolution 2. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be later on tonight. Again, about a little under 4 hours away. These two teams will go at it again. Pre-game show is going to begin at 6:15. The first pitch slated for 6:30. You can follow all the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Whether you're tuned in on Facebook Live, YouTube, or liducks.com, we'll have all the action for you. My name is Michael Pollock. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday afternoon with me. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast and another Ducks victory. Have a great rest of your Wednesday afternoon. We'll do it again a little bit later on this evening for Game 2 of this day-night doubleheader. Good afternoon and so long from York.